Welcome to Champagne Football Lemonade Banter. This season is brought to you by the Lightweight Athletic Club.
Whatever you're watching us on, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Welcome back to Champagne Football for the Round 6 review. Joined with Daniel Nizic and Lewis Thompson. The emergency call-in. Oh, both emergency call-ins.
Lucky we're reliable people, mate.
Very reliable people, aye. Off the pitch anyway.
You nice and prepared for this, Lewis?
Yeah, just wing it like the rest of my life, mate.
Aye, for context, Chaz texted Lewis this morning at 4 o'clock saying, alright mate, fancy hanging about a bit after, because Lewis does what's the name of your podcast?
Beyond the Scoreboard.
Lewis does Beyond the Scoreboard, a coaching podcast, and he says, fancy hanging about after the show for a chat. So Lewis thought,
I thought something was wrong, so I was coming to help him out, like, have a chat about something. And then he's like, yeah, the podcast starts soon, mate. What?
Sit down, mate, that's all right.
That's funny, man, because as I said, in my head it made so much sense what I was asking, but then when I reread it and I thought, Chaz, you've not been at all specific here.
And Niz, birthday boy.
Yep. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Nizic, happy birthday to you. Hey!
Cheers, boys.
Aye, so yesterday what, out with the boys and then family?
Yeah, out with the boys, and then went to dinner last night, and yeah, maybe after a few drinks, someone texted me asking to go on a podcast, and
you replied after a few drinks.
Yeah, I'm a bit happy now. Woke up in the morning, regretted it a little bit. Nah, it's always nice coming up on here.
Aye, good. It's good to get you back on, mate. Well, we can talk about you're away at the weekend, Lewis. You went to where'd you go? Kiama? Or past Kiama?
Somewhere past there, mate. Some little town down there.
Good
nice.
Weekend?
Yeah. Can't complain. Relaxed.
Mrs.
Yeah, she loved it as well.
Are you married?
No.
Why'd you laugh?
I put the pressure on me. You did fine right here, wasn't it?
I'm going to tell Nadia you're listening to this, by the way.
Are you engaged?
No, man. No.
Not yet.
You're relaxed, guys.
Supposed to go to Jules today, but
How long you been with her?
A year.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Loads of time, mate.
Yeah.
it's usually 14 months then.
That's what you do? Like when you were there?
Just went down, mate, sat by the pool at the Airbnb, went out for dinner that night, a few beaches the next day,
Class.
a few whiskies, that was it.
Nice.
Beautiful.
What'd you do the weekend?
He can't remember, I asked him already.
Oh, you refresh my memory. Nothing worth talking about. Just usual. Wee man. Your missus is the baby shower. I took Lexi there. So I took my missus to your missus' baby shower.
Is that why you were at Sutherland early?
Aye. So I was up at the Gunner Barracks. I had to drive all the way up there then. To be fair, it was actually only 35 minutes or something for there.
Oh, I do.
To Sutherland on the motorway, aye. So went there and that was it. Then there was football. I went back to football. It was fucking 9 o'clock or something like that.
Aye, bedtime.
And then yesterday I had the wee man. Lexi was out, so quiet.
Nice.
And you were at the baby expo.
Aye. Who the event, man?
He's at the pub with the boys.
Aye, mate. But to be fair, it was actually quite productive. It was nice, but we bought a pram.
Ah, okay.
But I've obviously was chancing my arm price wise because it's fucking expensive.
Oh, aye.
So the guy said to me it was $1,700, and I was like, he was like, I'll take your address. I was like, so you're going to send us a new one? I was like, aye. I was like, what'd you do with this one? He's like, oh, I could probably sell you that one. He's like, you need to come back at 3 o'clock and get it. I was like, how much would you charge me for this one? $1,200. I was like, no problem. I was like, I'll be back here at 5. $245,
mate. Save $500.
So I had to jump back in the city, but save $500, so it wasn't.
Speak to him in 6 months. Charges a wee man fell out the pram. The wheel fell off.
The wheel fell off.
It was all that assault course in at the fucking expo.
Oh, class.
When's this due?
8 weeks, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Close.
That's very close,
Very
man.
soon, aye.
You
9th of
nervous
May.
or?
Nah.
No.
Nah. I can to be honest, I don't really. I think it's just a new journey. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite exciting.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I'm nervous.
Yeah.
It's something we've been kind of obviously wanting for a while. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I'm ready.
Oh,
See how we go on. I'm saying that now, but when I'm fucking waking up at 2 in the morning, then 4 in the morning, I'll be like, help me.
That's amazing, mate. Brilliant. Well, before we go to the actual review, a couple of things to mention. I have to mention Marco. Yes, it's 300 games.
Mental.
Just for Marconi.
Just for Marconi.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Quality.
That's decent, that.
Yeah, congratulations.
Some go that. Some go that.
I think 2015, I think he signed. Or maybe
Is that when he signed it?
I think
It's
so.
11 years.
Aye.
He's done well, man. Fair play. Like I said,
How old is he now?
I don't think.
Same age as me. 37 this year.
Oh, is he, aye?
1989.
He's 37.
Aye. But
Fucking look older.
But do you know what's funny? I think we actually said this to him after we played Marconi. He still probably runs more than anyone.
That's
any
what I was
other
going to say.
player.
He
in
still,
the
he still
Marconi
works
team.
his arse off, aye.
It's mad. Like there was points in the first half where he was in the right fullback position making tackles.
And then you've got a 21-year-old and fucking hanging about, just jogging about.
Mental, man.
No, he's a grafter. Definitely can't fault his work effort. Class. And then we can talk about we can talk about the other stuff later on
Right,
because
okay.
we've not got the filler stuff at the end. Right, okay, we'll get stuck into the games themselves. Chaz, where do you want to start?
We're going to start with the Friday night game. It was Manly and Wanderers.
It looked like a little bit of a different Wanderers side that played against us.
It looked like Manly should have won the game. I mean, this is highlights again. It could have been.
There's a lot more
missed out.
chances for Manly.
But it looked like Manly had a hell of a lot of
But I
chances.
think Wanderers' first team played on Friday night as well.
Right, okay.
So I think a few of the boys
I went and
Maybe
scored.
back
That's what you get with the Wanderers and stuff. Like, you don't know who you're going to get on that week, depending on obviously the A-League games when they're playing and stuff like that. Because, yeah, you can have literally a whole different squad.
it did look
you know,
different. I
one
don't know
week
if
and then the other one is
still a few playing, but there was a few boys I'm like, I don't remember him.
yeah.
But it-
Lowell didn't play. I didn't see him on.
Yeah, and I don't think Waraga played either.
No, I don't think he did. Raman played that. Well, I seen Raman in the last 15 minutes, the last highlight. But it's also hard to say because almost every highlight was Manly.
Manly go
Yeah.
forward.
So you didn't really see the front line that very often.
Aye.
Don't know how the rest of the game went, but
But I think that Ben Coop had a massive chance.
Manly should have took the lead much earlier.
Aye.
Much earlier, but hey, fair play to Wanderers.
Nah, they hung in and then scored a goal. Good goal, to be fair.
That was a good goal, aye.
Counter-attack.
And that's what they do, mate. Transition.
Yeah, and they're just hustlers. They're just constantly running. They don't stop. They can hold you out, and you know, always at the end they can always get you something like that. And they did it to us the week before, and fair play.
Through gritted teeth. And who's next?
We'll
Chaz?
go on pick St George. We're going to watch this game as well. St George 2-0. That's 6 clean sheets in a row.
Right, it's the record.
First time it's been done
That's
since
unbelievable.
2013.
That is
It's
decent,
mad.
aye.
Yeah. Fair play to Soros.
He's
That's
a
a nice
big,
little record.
big
That's,
save in this game as
yeah.
well.
And hey, same as us. Remember the save he made the header against
Yeah,
us as well?
yeah. I think it was against Tice, was it?
Aye, I said that. Oh, I think it was in there. But either way, it was an absolute brilliant save. And this one was the same, point blank.
It's a great ball in that.
Marking.
Terrible defending.
What's happening there? Marking is Jackie Brambles.
It's good to see him back in.
Aye,
That's his first start, eh?
Yeah.
2 goals. Troy
He's
Donasco.
Yeah.
been injured, aye. So who came out for him, then?
Was it the young one? That young kid that had...
I can't remember who played. Left.
I can't remember if
left
they left one back either.
Terrible defending now, though, right?
What's that?
So
Terrible defending.
Aye, Shambles. Shambles. Again, from the highlights, it looked like St George had a better chances, but there's this chance and there's one more chance that they have, which is the biggest one,
Oh, aye.
which
Like,
is 2. I think it comes at 2-0.
chaos in the box.
Aye. But going to Belmore's always tough, so it's a good result.
The ground actually looks decent though.
Jake True meant that dummy. So the boy running in the back, saw Troy at the back post.
Lovely that. Full 35 minutes in, 2 goals. Nah, he's tried to be fucking. That goal post, the amount of mud on
I
that
know.
goal post.
Yeah, 'cause he's got the
That's the
NRL
rugby post.
I know, that's fucked.
Why is there something free at the back post every...
Every
I know.
time.
You know the worst is as well because they got all the rugby lines. So as a goalkeeper, you base yourself on lines.
Yeah,
It puts you up so much.
Oh, does it? Aye.
Oh yeah, big
What a
time.
save this is, by the way. This is some save. Big marker as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
top
great
save. That's
save.
top save.
Great save for the big man. I mean, right before half time to go 2-1 up.
Yeah.
2-1.
Nah, he's done well this season so far, which is good.
He's a big boy, man.
The big signing for St George.
Yeah, massive. I'm surprised. Sort of
Rockdale
Rockdale.
let him go.
I was very
Whether it was
surprised Rockdale
Rockdale
let
let him go or he decided to leave, whatever it was, but yeah, I definitely would have kept him.
Aye. What you got? Second yellow?
Aye, set yellow. But I think the striker here sees it and just goes into the bottom of his foot.
I can see why he's given the yellow card though. It's a
No.
high foot. Big miss because they've got a tough run out. St George, I'm pretty sure they play.
Yeah, he
He
plays
sees it, he knows
that
what he's doing.
Aye. And I'm thinking they've got Marconi. I don't know which order, but I think they've got Marconi, Rockdale, and Spirit.
Oh, wow.
It's a tough run. Tough run to see how they go, but
Go for
started
it.
so well with What do you I mean, looking at who they've played so far,
Marconi next, yeah.
they've started to play a lot of the like Apia, Rockdale, Marconi. I think Sydney United as well.
Oh, Marconi, Spirit, Rockdale.
They obviously
Sydney
get the
FC,
late
yeah.
goal against Sutherland. So I think they've still got a few tough fixtures to come up, but the clean sheet's a big thing, man.
Aye, massive.
Oh, massive.
They're going to be in like every game. Obviously, the St George City game as well, the derby. They get a 0-0 at Pensos, which was a tough game. It's probably a good point, to be fair. But there's not much else you can say about St George. Like they're doing almost everything.
They're fine. But I think that Chris McStay now is a big loss for next week.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the crack with Antonis? Is he able to play, or was he playing?
I don't know, when we played him a few weeks ago, I spoke to him, I think he was in the warm-up against us. He
He got injured, I think.
groin or something.
Aye.
Thought his groin go. So who knows?
I don't know if he could. I don't know if he's back and could step in. It'd be not a bad replacement with it.
Did you ever think about doing a podcast before we did Champagne Football?
Absolutely not.
No?
Nah.
Oh, I had a couple of podcasts, but for me, the biggest time waster was always trying to find the mics. I went through it 4 different types of mics, spent a fortune.
But I think try to find the mics, hoping that the mics worked, because we used to record full podcasts.
Yeah.
And obviously some of them never worked because the mics didn't connect.
And then there's the editing afterwards.
Aye, which I wouldn't have had a clue how to do.
Just time consuming, but I think nowadays everything's so much easier. You've got LSE Studios who, we shoot the whole podcast in this studio, which has got a lounge sofa, 2 small sofas, all the personalised backing set for us.
Yeah, mics are set up. All you need to do really is bring an SD card.
Your idea.
Aye.
And then if you wanted a smaller one, you've got the studio one room.
And the
corner.
lounge
It's
is
a bit more
comfy
like
as.
Joe Rogan-y style.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got the lounge room, which is more chilled out. So, 3 studios, big one, small one, chilled one, SD card, and then you just go up the road and you get your full episode sent to you.
It's mad. And the ease at which it's done is perfect.
Aye, lsestudios.com.au. I would definitely check them out. We've actually got a link in our bio, so click that if you want to check out the studios and get your podcast started.
And I'll be a guest.
Certainly wouldn't be. Yeah, it'll be a big loss though, McStay, because he's that runner, that guy in there that's a bit of a nuisance.
He's good on the ball, but then he does the shit
There's a lot of shit stuff.
yeah.
Aye.
No one really
Especially
likes
they get against like Rockdale, Marconi. It'll be a tough battle.
Aye, 100%.
And what about Olympic? But Olympic started. They've fell down towards the bottom of the league now.
Yeah, they've got 4 points.
Aye, after they beat SD comfortably, and they had another okay result somewhere in there. I can't remember it, but they're now sitting. What did you say there?
4 points. I think they've
4
got.
points. I think they're sitting like 14th in the league or something. So they fell away. I don't know why you're using dribble. This is absolutely brutal.
I quite enjoy it.
Look at this. I'm ticking boxes you need to do.
Then it's
It's
still
if
not.
you're voting in the election.
They're still not showing me it.
I mean, it's brutal. I just usually use sofa score of 24. But
Last time I was on here, you had the wrong table and results, though, to be fair.
What's your man?
Nah,
That
was
was
your
you.
sofa score up?
Did I?
You're reading at the wrong table, so.
I was shot, man.
Cheers, mate. That's why I brought you on there.
You can go, mate. Go to that July appointment.
So Blacktown and Sydney Olympic, both 4 points.
4 point. I mean, obviously early days, but Olympic because I remember Olympic starting off, or I thought, they actually
A bit,
alright,
because I think that before the season started, we didn't know anything about them. It was a young side, and you kind of looked at it as if they might have struggled, but they started off alright. Maybe I think it was a win and a draw.
Is that?
I think you know what it is. I think with the young, you come in, you're excited, you have that what do you call it? Like that bit of hunger.
There's
and
that.
then it's now the young. I find in this generation, the youngest generation, to consistently do it week in week out. I think that's where Olympic. I think they've got a good team, good young players, but I think that's where they might struggle in regards to just consistency.
Yeah.
Because the young ones, it's a bit harder for them to, I think, mentally just know week in week out to do the job. So maybe that's.
they conceded 14 goals though in 6 games, so they're averaging more than 2 goals a game.
Yeah.
It's just that. I mean, we're talking about St George on the flip side, not conceding. When you see 2 goals on average a game, it's going to be very difficult to win games, man.
No, definitely.
It's going to be very difficult. Who else is next, Chaz?
Sutherland versus NSW.
Oh, aye. I've actually not spoke to you since the game.
Nah, I've not spoke.
What do you think?
I think that you deserve to win. I think that I don't really feel that we look threatening at any point in the game.
I don't think I made a save. I think everything was just straight at me if it was.
I feel that I don't think we asked enough questions in terms of forward players potentially making runs in behind and trying to shift your defensive line. I felt that everything we did
was Kev injured?
yeah.
Mate, within 10 minutes of that game, I'm like, what? This guy doesn't look if he's should be playing.
Nah, so that's why obviously when he went off, it was his quad, so he did a wee bit of a.
There's a point where he ran, there's a throw or something like he ran and he pulled up the shot. I'm thinking, I actually thought he was going to come off like a few minutes later, but obviously kept playing. I thought that I mean, it's tough if you're when you're forward players is carrying.
I just felt that even midfield runners, I think that once in the first half, Malfoy's tried to make a run in behind. It's actually a really good run, but the ball didn't get played, and after that we just stopped. And as you know yourself, if you've got a back four or back five, and no one's making runs in behind, it's fucking easy for you. It's a really easy day. Because as soon as people start making those movements, you're aware, and it just keeps you on your toes. But I felt that we didn't do it enough. And you obviously scored good goal from Perez, and then
it's a great finish up, by the way.
A very good finish. Hit it, man.
The angle was actually at the time I thought it was closer to the goal, but the angle was tough.
I agree with that. I thought it was closer from where I was sitting as well, and then watching it back, it was a fair distance. I think that then Tristan's made a couple of decent stops.
No, Tristan made some good saves. He
made a cracking for Geordie, close range volley.
With the shoulder.
Stayed big.
So I think that we got what we deserved from the game, to be honest.
Right, I thought the first 20 minutes was very cagey though.
Yeah, it was cagey.
I thought the first 20 minutes was like nobody really wanted to make a mistake. And then I thought after that initial 20, I thought most of the football was played in.
Yeah, I felt like during in the game, I felt like I didn't feel like we were gonna definitely not lose. I felt like we were in control. I didn't feel like threatened or anything. And then look, I think we definitely deserved to have won. I think 1-0. I think it maybe should have been maybe 2-3. I feel like, and then obviously Tristan did make some great saves. I thought a pretty comfortable game. So and for us, it's good. It was obviously first home win. So that was good to get that under the belt. So and now we're just gonna keep building off that.
Yeah, definitely.
Do any positive signs for you? Because obviously points wise, you're struggling a little bit.
So I think that we're in every game. It's not like we're getting battered. I think Sydney United, obviously the last, even though the scoreline killed us a bit with them scoring 4 goals in the last 15 minutes, we're not losing games 3-0, 4-0, 1-0, 2-1. We've got obviously drawn with SD 1 each, 2 each from Marconi. So there are positive signs. I just think that we need to, and again, I think that I don't want to hammer the boys a bit. We're not doing enough, like in terms of we were talking about Nizic and the running and the extra bits and pieces. We're not doing enough of it.
Actually, one thing I do think whereas I'm not going to call it fitness because I'm sure they're fit enough. It's just all that football language like sharpness. There was just that little bit of. I said that you just didn't look. If he's had that extra gear to go up, that's what it felt looking at. I felt he was just stuck in third gear. Yeah, and a lot. It wasn't slow, but it was a lot slower than I anticipated. I thought when we played in pre-season, the first 25-30 minutes, we were at it, like aggressive. I didn't see that at all for most of the game. I was quite surprised.
I think that sometimes you just need one person. Do you know what I mean? One person.
Well, I thought as soon as Jack came on, he came in straight away. He wins the ball on the sidelines. He keeps the ball and he sprints back up. I thought, oh, cool, that's a wee bit of energy. But then it just fizzled out again.
100%.
When I saw Jack come on, that's what I thought, because I've known Jack from a while back when we were younger, and I just knew he's always like a
tenacious
bit of a dog. Yeah, he's a dog, just like.
As
soon as I saw him come on, I was just straight away. I was like to Gany, I was like, just watch him, man, because he's just gonna run like he's a dog. But yeah, again, he's getting started sharp, and it sort of just think obviously just
didn't really get involved because I just
get involved. But again, I think we sort of had more control of the game. Really, I think it was very hard for him to get involved.
So it was a big game, by the way, like from both perspectives, psychologically more than anything else, not against each other, but for each.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we were sitting, Olympic is at the moment, and obviously you're beside us, so the 3 points are massive.
Definitely.
But again, look, it's so early in the season. Like, we're looking at the table now, and like, SD Raiders on 1 point. But everyone's going to have their little up and down moments. They go on a good run. Before you know it, they're not far from the top 6. They're 7-8 points away from it. Like, it's two wins and you're right up there.
I was saying this when we were at Spirit, and we got to like round 27 or something like that, and I was talking to Luke, the assistant. I'm like, how the fuck are Appy only like 3 points behind us? I'm like, I feel like we only lost 4 games the whole last year. I felt we'd been flawless almost the whole year, and we were still Like we still had to win the next game, and the next game, otherwise somebody else, if it wasn't the name, it was Marconi. And you're like, how the fuck is this? Like, how good you have to be and how consistent you have to be over 30 games to win the league. And that's because everyone beats each other. Someone's going to run quietly without you really realising. Like even St George just now, brilliant the start they've made. These next 3 games are massive. If they come out unscathed, they're setting themselves up for a right good season, especially for top 6 anyway. But hypothetically, they don't get the results they want next 3 games. There'll be somebody who we've not even kept an eye on, maybe win 3 games in a bounce, and before you know it, St George are sitting 3rd or 4th and going, how the fuck are we 3rd or 4th?
Aye.
How's that happened?
Yeah.
Because somebody will find a bit of rhythm.
No, I agree.
Do you find it different mentally or preparing for games or coming up to the new league? You know, instead of last year probably winning and on top most games.
I think that the biggest thing is that you get punished for mistakes a lot more. It's a lot more lethal in terms of them scoring goals. I think that if we get chances and we miss a chance, you look at last year, you know you're going to get another 2 or 3 chances. We don't get those chances. And then I also think that the teams, and we said this last year, in terms of structure and set up of teams, it's a lot more organised. Like NPL 2 is chaotic sometimes, man. It's just like bam, 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 like everything's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Unless you play like, I think the academy teams were the ones that were quite disciplined and structured in terms of what they were trying to do, but everybody else was just maybe start off in a certain way, but then it would go out the window.
The last 15-20 in NPL 2 is just,
wild.
it's madness, isn't it?
That's what you're saying. Like we went, when you're talking about the results of Spirit last year, I think the last 9 games last year, we won 8 and drew 1. And that was, again, without that level of consistency, we won the league by a point. So if you go that 9 games, so we need to kind of, as you say, put a run together in some way, shape or form. But I do think that we're missing a lot of players. Obviously Nathan was back, he came off the bench at the weekend, which was great to have him back. But we've still got 4 or 5 potential starters that are...
It's harder to because it was 1-0 obviously, and then I think Nathan and Jack both come off the bench, and they're probably both starters, eh?
Yeah.
Aye.
They're
and they both, in terms of top of the energy and that, both of them bring that. Nathan, for me, he's got a great delivery.
Yeah.
So obviously when they come off the bench, I'm thinking, oh fuck, this could be... Like, if it's 1-0 with 50 minutes to go, regardless of how the games went prior, give me a shout. Yeah. But again, I just think the game, by that point, with the squad you've got, the depth you've got, you need those players starting to give yourself a right good chance, because sometimes the game can already be, you're lucky the game is still going at that point, but the game can be gone by that point.
Definitely.
You need those boys involved. But how about I'm interested to know, because even the year before that, you boys still won, because you won NPL 3, or promoted to NPL 3, had an okay season in NPL 2, and then went up, is that right, aye? Yeah. Or maybe too early to tell, but how was like the mood around the squad? Because you've probably never really been in a situation where you have lost this many games concession. Yeah,
that's true. To be fair, the boys are still like, I think they're still at it. It's not like Andy's sitting there feeling sorry for himself. I think we're very aware that we need to do more to win games, and it's on us. Do you know what I mean? It's not looking at anything outside. It's still, we just need to be a bit better and a bit more energetic and do more to get things from games.
And Sydney FC this weekend?
Sydney FC this
home
weekend.
Or away?
Friday night.
So is it Valentine?
Nah, Rockdale.
Oh, Ellendon. Okay.
Ellendon, aye.
Well, there you go, we'll find out more. Who's next?
Rockdale and Apia.
Yes, watch that. Watch the highlights of that.
What were your thoughts?
Rockdale should be out of sight by half time.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching the highlight, it looked like Rockdale should have been up 3-0 at least at one stage. But again, that's what happens when you don't take your chances in this league. And,
you're punished then.
You know, it takes one chance for the other team, and obviously, look,
Rockdale
fair play to...
Can get Apia seem to have the card on Rockdale, but I don't think Rockdale beat Apia, have they? In the last couple... I don't think they beat them last year.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they beat them the year before year. Last year was the one when it was the big game, 4-3 or whatever it was.
Finished,
and then Apia scudded them at Rockdale, remember? Nearly for the title run in.
Yep.
And then the final, they beat them.
In the final, Apia beat in the final as well.
Yeah.
So they've just got their number at the moment, I think.
I know, but I mean, did you say it's one of them that you're like, within a jar's chance when it comes back off the post?
I know, he's got it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's got
and then even Chalk, they won the ball back.
I don't know what happened there. Did he get like maybe a bit of contact? Not to say it was a foul, but was it enough pressure for me to scud the shot over, or was it just a terrible finish?
I know. I think
I seen him look at the ground. Maybe it took a bubble.
Everybody does, isn't it? I used to do that with goal kicks. If I tried to goal kick, the ball wasn't even moving. I'm like, oh, ground.
Nah, look, it's that Rockdale have actually been good form. Again, you've seen even in the highlights, Wiggs, Chalk, McCarthy,
Yeah.
Moody seem to be lighting up quite well.
And good, as you say, they should have been in front before Appiah scored. But to be fair, the ball for Jack Stewart's a great delivery.
Oh,
That's
top ball,
Did
yeah.
Mikey head that or chest that?
Headed it.
Headed it. It's a great finish, by the way.
Great finish.
Top finish, aye. Good. He was, I think, came off the bench.
did.
Not a bad sub, is it?
I know, mate.
Mikey coming off the bench.
They're stacked, man.
Mikey's Wagley played the year last year, just comes off the bench. I know worries me. But that's a big result for Appiah considering how the game looked. Again, from the highlights, there might have been some things missing, but Rockdale will be very disappointed to lose that game.
Definitely.
Big result for Appiah because they started obviously a little bit sort of
What is this?
Watching politics now.
a little bit
I
slow.
thought I had the game paused, but obviously not.
Fuel
Talking about
crisis.
elections a second ago, weren't you?
Nah, that's right, aye. It's the dribble. It's the dribble staff meeting.
Dribble elections.
So I mean, Appiah, well, they only Chaz, they must be what, sitting 6th or 7th or something like that?
Appiah 4th, mate.
4th?
13 points, short of Marconi.
There you go, so I can't even read that top team.
So what are they? I think they lost their first game. Did they lose? Appiah? It's not showing up there. I think it was the first one
they lost to Marconi.
Yeah, that's it.
Marconi beat them. But they've got 4 out of 5 now, so they've got a wee bit of form. It says they're next up for Appiah. Aye, that's right, aye, Saturday is.
Sutherland, aye.
I thought I was reading the one above. We played them at Lambert Park.
Half 5.
It's away, yeah.
It's away, aye, it's at Lambert, aye. I think it's Saturday, half 5.
Saturday, half 5 it is.
Lovely
Should be a
pitch,
big game
that
for
one.
both sides. And then looking at Rockdale have started well as well. I think they just need to get back. I quite fancy Rockdale to keep winning. They've, again, 3 out of the last 5 they've won. I think they've lost to Marconi and Appiah. So it's 2.
I think that Rockdale game would be away, huh? Rockdale Spirit.
Oh, I don't know who's playing well there actually. I'm not
Well,
sure.
if Rockdale played at home, I'd say it'd be away, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Sometimes
That's
you
the
get
thing,
2s and 3s.
yeah,
Because we were away at
yeah.
the weekend and then we're away again. Sydney
Yeah,
FC on
okay.
Friday. I've actually got that in prediction, so I'll check.
That's a concern maybe for Rockdale, just the 2 games so far against the 2 teams who they would like to think are competing for the title with them. Rockdale and Marconi both beat them.
Yeah, that's true actually. St George versus SD Raiders.
Game of the probably match of the round, eh?
Definitely match of the round.
Lot of goals anyway. I come off our game finished, jumped online, seen it was 2-0 to SD, and I thought, oh, there you go. Bit of a surprise there, away from home. And then I literally refreshed my app and was like 2-2. And what the fuck's happening here?
Aye, it seemed a bit very end to end.
But it's always going to happen on that pitch, man.
It's one of the hardest pitches to
It's
play.
mental,
So
man.
small.
You could probably
The ball's
kick
in the
ball
ball, like the
whole
ball's
way.
in that. The ball's in the final third. You'd almost clear that pitch. Your kick.
On the weekend?
No, that pitch.
That one?
Pinches?
Yeah, oh yeah, that one, yeah, I can get pretty close to.
To be
the
fair,
goal.
this is a great.
They missed this.
I know, but it's
That-
in terms of the way the numbers they get
Do you
forward.
want to square that? No.
I know, he needs to square it. I agree.
Square for a tap in. It was watching SD Raiders versus St George City game, which was split of goals 4-3. Or was it 4-3 finish? Is that right?
4-3, yeah.
It's poor defending that.
Back post again.
Back post.
Lewis's favourite. Unmarked.
And that's be devastating for SD Raiders.
Defenders had a nightmare there as
It's
well.
soft defending that. Soft. Anyone get amongst the goals? I didn't actually see the goal scorers. I just seen that. So you lads mentioned that goal. You felt the goalkeeper should have maybe done better there.
I just think that the post gets in his vision.
The
And
post?
he kind of goes but then pulls out. He's a wee bit scared to hit himself in the post. I think he just needs to go and try and get the ball.
I think, yeah, just throw himself at it.
One ball behind. Like, you're just, and you see me getting in the box and the baller, and again that one there we mentioned. I feel like the defenders.
Oh my!
I feel like the centre half could have cleared that.
So I didn't understand. So it was Charlie Ragg scored the first 2 for SD Raiders, and then Hugo McAteer scored. He looked offside. Obviously, you don't see the starting point of the run, but it looked like he was in a world of space.
And then St George again getting equaliser, and that's a SD ball. We thought he'll be fucking goal, man.
Oh, that's
Nice.
a finish.
Decent finish.
This happened to us last year with Spirit. We were battling. We beat them 2-0 at half time. We pumped them, coming 5-0.
Oh, he's lost 3-2.
They scored in the 76th, the 78th, and 81st.
Aye.
Killed us, man.
Oscar
That's a nice
Gultekin.
finish.
That was a good finish.
goal, aye.
Was he there last year?
Never heard of him.
No, I've never heard of
What's his
him.
name?
Gultekin.
Good taking.
Oscar Gultekin.
And fair play to SD Raiders by come back into the game because
Aye, 2-0 up, 2-0 down.
2-0
becomes
down, it's
difficult.
psychologically it can absolutely kill you, especially away from home. And St George's got an alright wee crowd, so you think.
Chaos in this box, man.
And that's a goal there. After this goal, SD are probably thinking, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Paolo Michi with the third. But then to be fair, I think it was like a minute 2 minutes they got up and they equalised SD Raiders.
Oh, look, they'll be disappointed. Obviously, I'm winning 2-0 up 2-0 to lose. I think that's the difference between.
Well. Great finish though.
Yeah,
Nice finish, yeah.
I think that's the difference between, like, obviously, like the MPL 2 to MPL 1. You know, like it's all these little finer details. Like MPL 1's not a joke. Like it's quality. You know, like little mistakes here and there can cost you. And I think the quicker a lot of the teams that say come up, they haven't had the experience in MPL 1. The quicker they understand, like, you know, little moments are massive.
As you say, details.
Yeah. Then they'll be all right.
Well, this goal, like, they almost score SD Raiders there, and they cleared up the pitch, and they scored the St George score. Look, one big zing up the pitch. Look, now they touch. That's mental.
That's mental.
How quickly things change. Great transition goal, to be fair, but facing George.
That's not a pen, man.
Soft.
Yeah, it's soft.
I mean, I don't know if it's not a pen, 'cause it's hard to see here, but it looks soft. It looks very soft.
It looks like he's running into the SD Raider guy. Like he's just running into him.
Where
do you want the guy to go?
Just
It
Doesn't
doesn't
look like a pen there, look.
And the guy has to use his hands to, like, almost like,
Yeah.
oh, he's just running in my face.
And that was it.
That's a sickener.
Goal taken, Oscar. They scored. That was the second goal of the game.
Sickener.
But it's just hard 2-0 up to lose the game 4-3.
Yeah.
And this is silly. This. Like,
happened?
trying to shoot
What's
for there.
happened there?
I know.
At that moment in
By the
the
way,
game.
that is up there with the most frustrating things I've ever done.
Aye.
You get a set piece and it's like last minute or something like that, and somebody does something stupid for it, or they hit inside net and you're like, you're fucked.
Just put it in the box and try and cause chaos.
Get in the mixer.
Aye, so
but-
to your point about MPL 1, I think a lot of the comments I hear about MPL 1 is people who haven't really been involved in MPL 1. It could be from a fan who just watches it, or it can be it can be somebody who's played a MPL 1 in a pre-season friendly. I'm like, you can't compare it, like, go over a full season, like you start to see patterns of how these games emerge. It's like, it is the details. My first season being MPL 1, my first thing was, you said, the ruthlessness of, if you make a mistake, you will be punished. Whereas I felt in MPL 2 that didn't really happen as much. You got away with a wee bit more. In MPL 1, the quality was always, how have you lost that 4-1? They just fucking buried those chances. I do think the details matter. You have to be definitely a bit tactically. You have to be well more on it. Teams, the coaching at MPL 1, usually there's a bit more analysis involved. Not going to talk about all, because MPL 2 clubs still do it. But MPL 1, I've noticed most coaches you speak to other clubs, it's quite a lot of detail goes into things, so you can't just, we'll just see how we go. Just see how we go.
Wolves in spirit. Next, finish nothing each.
I mean, I've absolutely killed Andre Takami, because I messaged Andre 2 weeks ago on Instagram, because I don't think he scored last year for us, so I was like, oh, well done me, man, seeing you scored the pen, first goal at Spirit, like, classmate, good on you. And he's like, God, I've been keeping it quiet, like, I don't want to tell the boys I want to pretend I was a top goal scorer last year, like, jokingly. He's like, next time there's a pen, I'll just grab the ball. So he gets a penalty in the last minute and it's by the post. This is a penalty in the 94th minute.
That's hard though.
To be fair, it looked like fairly end to end, but then towards the highlights it looked like Spirit had some big chances towards the end.
Towards the end, I agree.
Tough away game.
To be fair, I think
Tough away game.
What was the score?
No,
I don't know. Oh, it was 0-0.
No,
Okay,
Andre missed a
okay.
penalty in the 94th minute.
Because Chris made a big save in the first half,
Aye.
1-on-1.
So I'm saying it was pretty much end to end, it looked like, for the highlights, but then the last 4 or 5 highlights was all Spirit.
Aye.
Like, and there's a 1-on-1 they missed.
Solskjaer made a good save,
Save, aye,
1-1,
Solskjaer.
then obviously brought him down for the pen.
I don't know if it was windy.
Oh, did
but that-
Solskjaer give the pen away?
Yeah. Just came in, tried to go 1v1 and the strikers nicked it by him, and he's literally just like rugby tackled him.
I think the conditions weren't great that there's a win, because there's a couple of times free kicks were getting hit and it was just getting held up.
Oh, okay.
So I think the conditions was up with a factor. And that area is so open, that pitch, that away gate. Wolves away is tough, man.
Aye.
Very, very tough.
Macedonia
result.
Park.
Aye, you'll always see a lot of teams dropping points there.
Yeah.
Maybe a good point for Spirit, but they'll still be obviously with the way the game panned out, frustrated that they didn't get more. But it's one of them on paper beforehand, you might have thought that's not a bad point.
But you could probably segue onto Wollongong Wolves. Training 3 different training grounds.
Yeah.
3 sessions a week, 3 different training grounds.
I saw that, yeah.
Obviously seen Luke come out and voice his opinion, which is like fair play. It's so frustrating as a gaffer.
Oh, of course.
If it's out with your control and there's no way to train.
I just don't get it down there. Like, it's obviously they're the really only MPL club down there, and they've
Well, there's
got
a
like
lack of land,
there's a
isn't
lot of fields down there. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fields, and I don't know. Like, I don't get why the council's not helping really.
So what's the deal? Do you any know why? Like, was there a reason why they aren't able to get somewhere?
No, I believe that there's only 1 or 2 synthetic pitches. First of all, so when the weather gets bad, there's obviously a clamour to get on the synthetic.
But you'd think Wollongong Wolves, the NPL 1 side, would probably have had some sort of thing to say like their priority, no?
I know, mate, but then I think that like having it dealt with councils are a nightmare.
I think they're usually quite plain smooth.
I was ready to snap that. I was like,
I was going like that.
Your face is not. You fucking get me on.
Councils are very difficult, man. So like, there'll be. I mean, to me, it makes sense in terms of Wollongong Wolves being the priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there'll be however many other association clubs that have a better relationship, let's say, with the council that will get priority for their kids. I think like last year there was when it was they maybe got on the pitch at like 8:30 or 9 PM start time.
Yeah, I think Nick once last year to me last year. I think he went to go training. They started 20 minutes. It was at a local field, and then the lights just turned off. It was like a public park, and then it was just like all right. And he obviously lives in Sydney, so he trained for 20 minutes and had to drive back to Sydney. So. Yeah, look, obviously it's a big club. It's a good club. Like it's just obviously Luke's going through this kind of stuff now, which is not easy for him and it's not easy for the players. And look, hopefully, obviously, whatever the situation's going on, you just hope the council can step in and help because it's a big club and it can do good things. It just obviously needs that bit of infrastructure and that kind of stuff.
The training looked back garden.
I heard something that last year around the championship time. They would train in like small groups, like literally 5s or 6s. He's got a wee synthetic at the back of his house.
He's probably got a full size pitch in his back.
But that was.
Mrs. cutting the grass.
She's making dinner for the boys.
So I think it's obviously been an ongoing thing. It's not a new thing that's come about this year. I think it's been for a period of time.
Again, just to go back off the conversation we just had a few minutes ago, saying NPL 1 it's no joke. That is a joke.
That's
yeah.
So in the morning I've been using these wee things.
What are they?
Well, they're hydration sticks, so Isogenics make them. In the morning I usually just wake up, mouth is dry as an Arab sandal, and I smash a pint of water, but I've been sticking these in the drinks. They're got a wee bit of flavour to them, got electrolytes in them. They're class.
You can get them and everything else in the Isogenic store with a 10% discount using code CFS10 or clicking on the link in the description box below.
Obviously from the championship conversation that was a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
And I heard murmurs of, because remember the championship started, Wolves had started early, there was a lot of social media going out and it looked sort of like really, really professional, but then someone told me like that's bells and whistles, actual behind the scenes, it's a bit fucked, training and all that. I didn't realise it was to the point where now going into the NPL season they're still doing that. Like I thought the championship was just an issue because the season had been extended and maybe they didn't have a contract somewhere else.
So
they're doing it still all year round.
You can't.
As a player, that is brutal, man.
I think it's difficult because
brutal.
You obviously pay players whatever you're paying them, and you ask them for certain standards throughout the course of the season. So if the club don't have standards themselves in terms of there's 3 sessions a week, it's going to be here at this time, we're going to do video, we're going to do X, Y and Z, you can't really hold the players accountable to anything.
Like, I always say environment dictates performance. When the environment's changing every fucking training session, we're at a dog park, then we're at a fucking back, then it looks back garden, then we're at bouncing jumping castles, what are we doing?
It's tough. And then I think that for me probably the most interesting part of it is like he's talking about kids and looking up to first team.
It was a good point.
He was like, how can
he said professional players the academy kids look up to the first team.
Yeah, how can they
look at the first team like?
No, even like the exact. I think that's massive. Like example with Sutherland, all the young boys train before us, so we see them. We say hello, and they love that. They look at us at that. Not role model, but maybe like a role model.
Last week he said growing up he aspired to be at City United and he remembers going to Marconi as a young kid and running around and seeing the first team players.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's like obviously because you're an NPL 1, you don't think I don't who gives a fuck. I'm just a semi-pro players, but young boys are seeing that and thinking.
Do you hear him at the weekend fucking swaggering about? Look at me, I'm Danijel Nizic.
What, nearly breaking a kid's leg?
I'm actually going to say that.
That was so funny, man.
So before the game, I want to give this up to Damien, the producer, so anyone watching on YouTube can also watch this. So before the game, the obviously teams walk out, but Niz comes over to the dugout. Why did you come over? Get a drink of water.
I get my water. Yeah,
Get a drink of water, but the young kids come out, it was like mascots almost, so they've come out and they've sort of grouped right behind Niz, and he's not seen them, so he's talking, walking backwards, and he's fucking banged into one of them, and he's went down about 7 instalments. It's like what's it called, a catalogue drop. It's like down, and he's hit the deck, man, and he's got up, and
It was
to
so
be
funny.
fair, seen I watched it back, the wee guy shat himself.
Yeah.
He's looked, he's like, because he's a big guy, man. What are you, 6'6"?
6'6", yeah.
So big. He's just hit the deck right for the game, and he stood up, but straight away he's went to high five him. But the wee guy's like, as if like, sorry mate.
If you ever look at the video, like his foot, he moves it just out of the way.
Aye.
If I land on his foot,
he'd have broke his leg or
I was
something.
talking about, I'm 95 kilos, man. Like,
Aye.
I know, 13-year-old kid who maybe does weigh 30 kilos.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm telling you, I snap it.
Problem.
Like, I actually like shit myself.
But you see.
And then you got Gaz there pissing himself, laughing, clapping.
Actually, I just turned round and I turned round at the last instalment when you were just hitting the ground.
It was the fastest I've ever seen you get up, which was good.
Yeah, it's quick. Yeah.
Maybe put one of those mascots on the goal line.
Panic, man.
That was so funny, man. Like, aye, that was amazing. But because on NPL highlights, obviously, it's before the game starts, but it's on the main stream. So, we clipped that up anyway. Got in a group chat. Got it saved as a GIF just for future reference. Brilliant.
Blacktown and Marconi.
Yeah,
It looked like a game that Marconi should have won
comfortably.
I think.
Aye. Oh, you've been saying that, mate. I think they did win it comfortably.
I agree, but yeah.
It wasn't a minute when I think it was one chance. Yeah, he's missed a big chance in 42nd minute or 40th minute or something like that.
Just for half time.
Surprised he missed that because he's on good form. Apart from that, I don't really remember anything big.
It's a great ball, but Busek for Sekenis' head.
By the way, Busek's brilliant. Had a really good championship as well.
Yeah, great
Aye.
ball.
Somebody said him. Somebody fancied him
Oh
for
yeah, as one to watch out for.
want to watch it for this year or something like that. I think Busek's good. I think he didn't get probably as much minutes as he wanted last year, but I think he's a right good player.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Because I don't. Obviously, last year sort of came into the picture. I didn't know him from before that. Was he at Marconi for a while, or?
I don't know where he was before that, but I think he's really good. Every game I see him play, and he seems to affect it.
21.
21, yeah. He's
He's only 21. Is he? Aye. Go to his player profile.
I think if he keeps playing, I reckon an A-League team might pick him
Nah,
up.
I really like him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
2004.
2004.
That's scary.
Where was he
I'm
play- Chaz,
old
Chaz, where was he before Marconi?
Here.
Decent.
Central Coast Mariners Academy.
Okay, I good player anyway. Also, a great finish for header.
Aye, great header.
David Sekenis. Although the marking was poor.
Yeah, I know.
There's a moment. I think it's like 10 minutes later. Very similar. Ball gets floated in, and Damien gets in between the two centre halves again, and it's 6-yard box, and he headers it straight at them. Same thing, marking again.
I agree. I think that chance was so much easier.
It was
than his
easier
header.
for him, aye. But there's not even. Aye, the goal was a cracker.
That's
the
a great header.
But it wasn't like Damien had to even do any movement.
No, he just
He
kept running.
he just looks around to see like nobody's marking me here. Just goes into the box. Really poor defending for Blacktown.
I agree.
That killed him. And then obviously the second half, Marconi had the best chances. Then the red card, second yellow, and then they missed the penalty. Who hit the pen?
10 Cole.
I thought it was Cole, wasn't sure. But at that point, obviously, Blacktown have a chance right before that,
Yes, he did.
just by the post, and then one direct ball. Obviously, they've committed men forward, missed the pen, but Marconi deserved the win.
No,
Blacktown, tough place to go, but I think
Who's Marconi got
Marconi
next?
have got St George next week.
that's what I'm saying. Marconi, St George's got a tough run.
Nah, but
But
just
Marconi's had a really tough start.
Oh, they have.
Marconi have played Apia, they've played Rockdale, they're going to play St George now, they've played Blacktown away. That's a fairly tough start to the season, and they're sitting third on 13 points, so they've had
I
a right
think
good
missing
start.
Anton against them. So I think Anton's their rock at the back.
Nah, yeah,
he's their leader
Nah,
there.
he's brilliant.
Yeah, I like Anton. So I think that'll be a big miss.
Did he? Is that how he gets sent off?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
one
that's a big miss. Aye, that's a big miss. But they're missing Chris McStay.
Yeah, evens out.
Oh, I think probably Anton's a. Nah, I'd probably say Chris is a bigger miss.
Bigger miss?
I think Chris is a bigger miss. What do you think? I think Marconi's got more depth to cover
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, because they've got that, what's his name? Windust.
Aye.
We'll just go in and slot straight in for
yeah,
Anton.
yeah.
Whereas, as you say, I was just going to say from your podcast, what's the easiest position on the pitch, Lewis?
Huh?
What's the easiest position on the pitch?
Goalkeeper. Yeah, not centre back. Everyone's saying.
Centre back, everyone's saying.
Centre back?
Aye.
I think fullback's easiest.
I would go with that as well.
Fullback's
Left back.
Too
actually.
much running in that.
I was going to say, yeah, fuck that
Oi.
position.
Nah, depends on the shape though.
Yeah.
Nah, if you put off, I don't know. I think fullback's the easiest. I think it's the easiest. I mean, and no position's easy. But if you had to say the easiest, I would say that's easy. I think centre half's tough, man. Imagine you put Mark in a fucking Erling Haaland or something like that.
Depends, but the only a lot of time you got two centre backs and your goalkeeper against probably one striker. If you're on the ball.
Maybe I'd say, aye, fullback for me is a bit of a cop-out position.
Yeah.
Aye.
Going to get slaughtered here. But I think Chris McStay's probably a bit bigger. But as you say, it's in general, it's Anton is massive for Marconi.
Yeah.
I think
He is,
that's the only thing that could potentially.
Well, Chris,
make it.
centre midfield, but middle of the park.
No, I agree.
It depends on maybe Antonis is available. I don't know. That'd be
Yeah.
a big factor. If he's available, it's not a big miss at all.
And then Sydney United.
He pulled it out of the bag. Sydney FC looked unlucky. To be fair, they had a few chances.
I think both teams had a few chances.
I looked
though,
like Chibichi game,
It
but
looked
what
like
a free
decent
kick!
game.
What a
Great free
93rd minute.
Aye.
To be fair,
yeah,
I did like the noise off the crowd. I've not seen that at Sydney United in a while at Denser.
Yeah.
A proper celebration, proper cheer. Because obviously last year was a bit hit and miss, but when it went in, it was like a proper game. Brilliant,
Aye.
loved it. Great finish.
No, it looked good. They did. Obviously, watching it on the TV, the behind the goal and that looked a bit more busier, which was nice. Obviously, look, they're doing well, so people are going to come when you're doing well.
100% record.
So that was nice to see, and yeah, it was a top free kick.
Do you still watch all the games?
Yeah. Look, I'm a massive supporter of Sydney United. Like, they obviously, I've got a lot of good memories there, a lot of good
loads
times.
of good memories.
and,
Like, you have memories
you know.
of it being full.
yeah,
Well,
full, yeah.
well, I know,
5,000 people there, like unbelievable.
Your
Like,
video we done, the Choose Culture video, there's a clip of you
yeah,
jumping about, celebrating.
Yeah. Look, it's a special club, so it's always playing against them's the hardest. But yeah, no, I'm happy to see them up there. Hopefully they can keep doing what they're doing. So
I mean, do you still talk to anyone in the club to know, like, because they do look a little bit different this year in terms of optimism. It just seems like the club is getting behind it. Maybe it's because of the start they've had, the fans and all that being there. But personnel-wise, it's not been a huge, like, everyone's talking about, okay, they've signed, it's unbelievable. But 6 wins from 6 is not bad. I mean, it's some start to the season. Flawless.
I think with them, they're always like Adrian and all that. They create a very good culture in the change room. They're very close. Like, you were there, you see what it's like. Like, they're just, no matter who comes in, when or whatever, they just always bring them in very close together. I think with the NPL, that's a massive part of it as well. Like, obviously, a real team unity, which they've got, and yeah, like, it's showing, and fair play to them. Well done, and yeah, keep going.
What about goalkeeper change?
Oh, look, I'll say something. Like, obviously, look, like, Vedran Janjinovic is like, one of my best mates. Obviously, he came in last year. He was retired. I think Josip got sent off, and I think Tristan just done his shoulder. And they had the Royal Cup final, and they asked him to come in, and after a year and a half, he came in and helped the club, and they got the trophy, and and he played the whole year, played the championship. I thought he did well, and then obviously started the season, and then just got dropped randomly, which is a bit weird, and it's a bit it's a bit hard by from him, I think. But look, it's football at the end of the day. It's sometimes things aren't fair, but that's something disappointing, I think. Like, for him as a mate, I feel like that was a bit hard done by. But again, it's football, and that's their decisions. And look, at the moment now, he's left the club, and he's had a few interests, so which is good for him, because I think he's still a very good goalkeeper.
Is he keen to keep playing?
Yeah, he loves it. Like, he's
Perco's track said him, I think we'll look for a keeper.
yeah. But yeah, look, he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll get something quite soon, and and keep going, because he's one of those goalkeepers. There's not much older keepers around that have got a lot of experience.
No.
So, like, I'm literally, now that he's not in the league, I'm the oldest keeper in the league now.
Is that right, eh?
I'm 31. Fuck. But
How old's Tristan?
30.
30.
I can't think of anyone else.
Aye,
Kalat was Ollie.
Yeah, he's young. He's
young,
24
he's a
or something like that.
It's a baby.
Yeah.
Blacktown keeper's young.
He's 19, I think, Henderson.
Joe's young.
Yeah.
Marconi.
The Wollongong keeper's young.
Soros is Soros.
young.
Soros is only 26, I think, 27.
Fuck
He's
yeah,
still
yeah,
young.
it is. Aye.
Yeah.
A lot of younger keepers.
It's good though. To be fair, Pavlicic made some good saves yesterday. He's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, look.
Yes, he's a
You know,
good
he's
keeper.
young and it's good that he's getting the games now, obviously, like for his development. You know, I think for any goalkeeper, I think it's good them playing young at this level because it's all about you know what it's like goalkeeping. It's all about experience. It's all about being in those different situations and learning from them
And I think that we've
stuff.
spoken about it so many times on here in terms of young players playing with men as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like it's in my opinion, it's so important. Like
Yeah.
if you're an 18-year-old goalkeeper, it's very different coming to take a cross against an under-18s and under 20 squad.
Yeah.
If you've got men coming and being physical towards you, you need to learn to deal with it as early as possible.
And just like little things as well, like obviously we're all going to make mistakes, but it's not making mistakes because in the day, people have win bonuses.
Yeah.
People have defenders have clean sheet bonuses as well. Yeah. So, I think it's that winning mentality early,
100%.
because it's obviously you win more money for boys, more certain things. So I think getting them used to that at an early age, like realizing that all you have to do is win no matter what. Like whether you play shit, you play good, whatever it is, as long as you get the 3 points, it's done. So I think as a goalkeeper, learning that quicker will help them massively. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you've got your academy. What are your thoughts on young footballers and obviously being at Bulls last year, looking at young footballers? What do you think is their best route in terms of should they be dropping a division potentially to play senior football, or should they just bite the bullet and be playing under 20s until they're 19, 20 years old? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
It's a difficult one, right? And especially maybe at the A-League clubs where that professional contract feels like it's within touching distance, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, like, you need to go play men's football. I'd even say from 17, 18, I'd be looking, because I don't know if you saw much under 18 football, like the jump from under 18s, the men's, obviously I know you got 20s in between, but for me, like it's hard to say. Like, every situation is different, right? Everyone's journey and where they are and what size they are and these things, but you have to go play men's football. Just learn how to deal with the different physicality.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I had the goalkeeper who was in the NPL setup, and he didn't get kept by a club, so he was like, "What should I do?" He says, "Go and play local football, but as high as you can." And he was in the reserve squad. He's 16, but he was in the reserve squad last year, and he's literally just, as you say, getting used to the environment of men. And talk about habits and standards and all these things that come with being in a senior environment. For me, it's so good for your learning.
The other thing is the men's game's so different, but youth football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You just need to win.
Yeah.
you need to win, but not all the time. Like I say, NPL 1, like you were talking about, there is a lot more tactical to it than the other two leagues, in my opinion. But like NPL 3 and a lot of 2, the ball's in the air a lot, you know, and it's not as in youth football. It's a lot more passing, I think, and ball to feet.
Yeah.
Whereas you have that change in the men's, and sometimes it can be almost like a different game.
Yeah.
So the sooner you can get that and adapt to that, then the better.
Yeah, I agree.
Niz, happy birthday, mate.
Oh, cheers, mate.
You can just
Oh god! Oh, fun.
happy birthday, big dog.
Cheers,
Happy
mate.
birthday, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Have you ever tried it, have you?
What did I say? Jump on the horse.
Don't know.
No, but that must be a Croatian village slang. Jump on the horse, hair of the dog.
Hair the dog, sorry. That's it.
No.
Fuck's sake. I stitched myself up there.
Hair of the dog, that's it. We'll edit that out.
Yeah, please.
Oh, outstanding. So, what I found interesting this week in NPL 1 was that there was only 2 games with more than 1 goal in them.
That's unusual. There's a lot of goals.
Standard of the goalkeeping.
I agree.
The goalkeeper academies these days are unreal, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They are.
What's it like having 2 goalkeepers on one time? Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting, but then the other leagues made up for it. So
NPL 2.
NPL 2, some mad results in NPL 2.
What was it? What was the maddest result?
I would say Bulls beat Prospect 5-0, or maybe Spartans beating Rydomere 3-2.
Is that right? Spartans beating Rydomere?
Sorry, I mean mad in terms of goals. I don't mean like outrageous.
By the way, did you see the Spartans goals?
Aye.
Did you see Kyra's goal?
He didn't get it as a joke.
Daniel Scally gets the ball on the halfway line on his touchline, scuds it, full diag into
Like, but you're literally
Oh no, I did see this on my For You page.
Corner.
Yeah.
all the way across the
Yeah.
outside of the box.
on the run, first time left
Left-footed volley.
Yeah.
Absolute belter.
Was that
then
the
he
third
scored-
one to win it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that was the second one. Then he scored a free kick.
It was a free kick to win it. Aye. Is that the third winner?
I think so. Aye.
Aye, Kyra's class. I can't wait till he signs for Sutherland.
I think that so Spartans beat Rydomere 3-2. Rydomere were winning the game. Isaac Cunningham scored twice for Rydomere.
He was the top scorer in the league.
Yes, actually they've got in here top scorers today. So we'll go stats. MPL, there you go. He's got 7, but Kyra's got 6. And Justin Cardozo from Bulls, he scored 4 goals at the weekend. Justin Cardozo, good player.
Good player,
Yeah.
yeah. Came from Sydney FC last year over the Bulls.
Yeah, so
Did you work with him?
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, good lad.
Isaac scored 3 and 2, sorry, and Kyra scored 2.
Not bad.
And
Bad is Isaac playing on the? Is that like a?
Left winger.
He's playing left wing. Okay, yeah. Still decent. 7 goals. 7 goals in 6 games.
So anyways, I went 1-0 Rydomere, 2-1, and then but the 3 Spartans goals came in an 18-minute period between the 60th and 78th minute.
Hey, fair play to Spartans, man. Obviously, talk's always been about Bankstown City and probably will continue to be, but Blacktown Spartans are meeting
But then you still see that Northern Tigers still.
We're going to Tigers, aye. Tigers are doing, but this is just standard, but Tigers,
So I was
until
saying
round 18, Tigers will be top 3, definitely 100%.
Yeah, it's, every year they shit the bed, eh?
It's mental. It's mental.
But then again,
You
look
get
at
new gaffer this year, maybe a
new
little bit different.
gaffer. They've brought in a few extra bodies in terms of squad depth. That's what Ali Brown was saying, that they're stronger and they've got more depth. So maybe it'll be a different year for them.
Say if they got promoted,
They need to change where they play.
they can't play there.
Nah, no way.
Okay, no?
So mate, so I think that there's a rule about the changing rooms onto the pitch.
Yeah.
In terms of there has to be one place for the referees.
Well, one entrance, sort of thing. Yeah,
straight
okay,
on.
aye.
But not for
The
a matter,
trek.
the changing rooms is a fucking
Aye.
Yeah,
2
10-minute
kilometres
walk.
away,
Yeah,
man.
10-minute walk.
It's not getting redone, no?
It's nothing started yet.
No, that was not. Maybe it's not.
Maybe there's a big, massive, long walkway.
Imagine
Oh,
the
yeah.
big tunnel.
Event Star Belgrade just walking around there.
So I think they'd have to find a different location to play. But they big result of the weekend. They beat Dully 5-0.
That's a pumping up.
That's absolute doing. Zagreb lost 3-2 to Hills. Did you see Bankstown City Lions?
I seen Euro's goal at the end for the highlight, the clips online.
So Euro came on in the 90th minute and scored a 97th minute winner.
They brought him in the 90th minute.
Aye.
Must be injured.
Aye, so he's not played.
There must have been an emergency, like
Aye.
pull the red cord. Like, can you give us 5 minutes?
Aye, pretty much. Because Gross
He's done
scored
it.
again.
But that's Euro for you, man.
Oh, it's
Just
aye.
give him
To
one
be fair,
sniff
it was
and
actually.
goal.
I know the keeper was offline, but it was a like a tidy wee finish.
It was a complete instinct. Like
Aye.
the way the balls
That
dropped
was
him,
good
he
finish.
knew where the goal was. It was a good finish.
I don't care who scores the goals, as long as it's not against me. But see last minute goals, I fucking love watching it, man.
Aye.
I love the celebrations. I love everyone going mental. It's just makes you love football, man. It's fucking class.
Because I think that you've got Groz has played the last 3 games and scored 5. Euros missed the last 3 games and scored 4. So now we always look
Firepower.
at like teams having multiple people that are scoring goals.
What do you do though? That's a tricky one, but I don't know their shape. But if you're only playing with 1-9,
Well, Grozanowski played the full game, and Kex came off for Euro. So I don't know if
Kex come on for you. What?
came off for Euro.
Also, Europe went out wide.
So
or
I don't know if they went
top.
two up top.
That's the
or
last 5 minutes. Hard to say. I don't think that'd be like you wouldn't
100%.
start like that.
So
But
it's-
sometimes Euro last year, you saw he would go out wide.
He drifted, aye.
Yeah, and he'd like to get it and then come in.
Aye.
Maybe
But
that's,
he's like Euro's dynamic and he's athletic, so he probably could run the channels, especially at the low in NPL2 in the lower league. Probably have a bit more time and space. That's was that the third in the bounce, Bankstown City?
Mhm.
Any other shocks in there, Chaz?
Nah, so
In Alliance, anyone went anyone in Alliance? They've had a very poor start.
I'll try and find something out for next week. Jets beat them 5-1.
They've had a really tough start to the season.
Then
Don't know.
Berries and Central Coast Mariners was 1 each, and Hakoah and Rams finished
Central Coast Mariners was what, sorry?
1 each
1 each.
against the Berries in the Central Coast,
Okay.
which I think they'll view as quite a poor result.
Did you get an email with the results and reports this week?
Nah,
No.
I'll check just now. Nah, nothing.
No.
What's the situation happening with Central Coast? Obviously,
Don't
they're still
know.
playing in the league and that, but is it
I don't know, mate. I don't know. As in the A-League club, do you mean?
both?
The one's going to be reflected on the other. I don't know. Do you know anything about it now?
I think they've been something's been sorted out to take care of it for this year, and then this is what I was told anyway. But for next year, they have to get new owners or some sort of new thing for the finances. But basically, they've been covered whatever way for this year.
For this season. So they're fine for this season.
I mean,
That's a shit. Like,
So,
I don't know anything since of course, but it's a shame for football in Australia, man.
what
100%.
what
Don't actually
happened? Like, so someone took over, and there was new people involved at the club, and then did it fall through after they were in?
No, I heard it. Obviously, I think everyone knows that it's the Olympic guy.
Olympic, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he obviously did, and apparently, I think from what I heard, he put the $1 million deposit in or whatever it was, and then whatever the paperwork, something happened. It was from a different business. I don't know, something like that. And then that's when the A-League stepped in, and apparently it was like, no, it's not happening, and then just stopped it, and then left Mariners sort of not to the dead, but in trouble.
I hate having to put in a $1 million deposit. I hate when that happens, man. It's $1 million at 2 seconds.
Can you imagine if there's in a mill in 24 hours?
I think their NPL weren't even training.
Yeah,
Didn't do it for pre-season anyway.
I think that Central Coast United kind of extended a wee olive branch and said, "Come and
did they?
you can
Yeah.
train with us and stuff."
Ah, good on them. Fair play.
So they had obviously extra bodies at their sessions or whatever to try and help out, because as you say, it's quite a big region, and there are only Central Coast Mariners and Central Coast United.
That's what I mean. It's a shame. Like you don't like for Australian football. That's the last thing Australian football needs is things falling by the wayside, man. Like we need it to like the Wollongong thing as well. Like fuck me, man.
I just don't understand it. Like, I think in the whole of Australia, football is the most association kids in the sport, like than any other sport identity in this country.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Like, it's
Things the least funded sport though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's got the most kids involved. It's got it's a
most-
world
also one of the most
game. Like
expensive.
it's
Yeah,
yeah.
Vicious, like.
Yeah, when S&C's charge bombs. Yeah.
But see on that, right, being the lowest funded, why is that? Does anyone know why?
Politics.
Or how the
Yeah.
money is?
I reckon it's just because you got your NRL, your AFL, your cricket, and Australia. People in Australia, they want to keep that 3 as their main, and they don't want to let soccer go near it. Like, even I saw an advert thingy that got hammered on the news that the Matildas for Kmart, Kmart did a t-shirt for Matildas, but then they're holding AFL ball.
What?
In the Matildas kit, yeah.
Shut up.
And then it got like Kmart had to come out with an apology, and then like I think Robbie Slater and that hammered them, saying like, you know,
Wow.
like
Hold on.
only in Australia that something like this would happen.
That's bizarre though.
Yeah,
What was the
To
popular?
promote the
they put in Matildas Kmart, but with an AFL ball. So then the Matildas thing.
A golf cart.
Yeah.
But was it?
You know?
I don't get it though. But was that a Kmart decision?
That was Kmart's decision, yeah. And they came out and apologised, but
What you think?
fuck, it's just taking the piss out of it. It's just taking the piss out of it,
Like,
like
100% is.
you know.
But then, because I think I've said this on here before, they were talking about the goalkeeping department in women's football, right? And there was a promising young goalkeeper who switched at 16
Oh, that's right.
from football to cricket, because cricket were able to offer her a scholarship with more money than she could get in any way playing football in the country.
You'd have to get a hell of a scholarship to get me playing cricket, man. Fuck yeah. Man.
Even there's another one. I think it was like if we're talking about the women's, like the W League. One of them was like a random guy. I think it was Gates Head or something. You know that app that they do anyway. They walk around people in the street.
Oh
and
yeah.
came up to
I saw that,
the
yeah,
Brisbane Raw girl,
Yeah.
and then she was talking. And she was open about it. She said like minimum wage like 25 grand, but that's still their like sort of full-time stuff. Like,
I know, aye.
How do you expect them to really focus on the football and give it 100% when you can't live off that? Like, especially now with the economy what it is. Like, you
Do it by 2 months.
Yeah, like, so you know,
tough.
again, so how far can they really develop when they're having to worry about other things instead of,
Yeah,
you know?
So when I was there at Sydney FC, it was a case of you had to train only specific times because girls had uni or full-time jobs or had other things to go to. So as you say, if you're trying to grow a sport and this is your professional league, but you've got training at 6 a.m. so that they can get to the office by 9 o'clock or get to uni by 9 o'clock, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I think though as well, like obviously we spoke on. I have a podcast in case I haven't mentioned it. By
What's
the
it
way.
called?
But we spoke in that about like NRL and AFL and all that. That's the best league in the world is here, right?
Yeah.
So you're getting more money coming in for more money to trickle down. So that's where, like, when you're in England, like the Premier League, there's money coming back into them clubs to take care of people, right? Whereas here, with the football, you don't have that same money coming back down. Then also there is the politics side of like the traditional Aussie sports, right, and seasonal sports and your favourite.
Seasonal sports, that blows my mind, man.
I know.
'Cause that's it. Again, we were chatting about how as soon as the football season finishes, all the goals are gone.
Yeah.
You got any
For goalkeepers, good enough.
There's no goals. Like, guys,
Goalkeeper Academy.
trying on a business here, guys, help! I've got my nets just on 2 poles.
That is again. There's a lot. The answer itself has been involved. We've gave like we don't know. There's no really an answer. It's like there's the politics. So it's this is there's too many things to fix. But
I agree.
I think that maybe a little window of opportunity to get misses with the year the Matildas did really well.
Yep.
I felt like that year I thought, okay, surely we'll get some funding now. It didn't really get it.
No.
I think it went to some other sport that was a bit obscure.
Yeah, cycling gets more funding than us.
Do you know what's funny though, right? See, I don't know if I want to say this. See it like, so see the...
I was going to tell you.
Yeah. I was wondering who was looking at over there.
I was just thinking. So at UNSW, they've obviously got the football pitch in the uni. So they can only get it specific hours of for training.
Yep.
So like on a Wednesday night, half the pitch is for lacrosse, and then they've got Quidditch teams.
Quidditch?
Quidditch teams, mate. So they they can't have football on a football pitch because
But they're teaching them how to fly on a stick.
teaching them how to, I swear to God, it's mental. But then you look at again how can a sport possibly grow to the capacity when you're telling guys you actually can't train here today because we've got a Quidditch session.
That's the old drinking set, is it? Jump on a stick. Quidditch is, I mean, they get more funding as well in football, you're saying?
Someone told me before about the sports that, like Olympic sports, where they have a chance of winning medals, and like gold medals, they get more funding. 'Cause that, like you said, with cycling. And then I think swimming's one of the most funded as well.
Okay.
Whereas
But
football, they'll probably see that as too far to...
I was going to say, but in fairness as well, but the Olympians don't get a lot. A lot of those Olympians are busting their arse, and they're struggling for money as well. Like they need to do self-fund a lot of the stuff and get sponsors and all that sort of thing.
Sponsors the big one for them, isn't it?
When you think of cyclists or swimmers, they're training like 5-6 hours a day, every day. They're working full-time jobs or some sort of job to help them fund it, to hopefully qualify. Like it is.
And if you don't qualify, you need to wait 4 years.
You're going to do a false start. I mean, that is rough.
That is rough.
That is rough. So I mean, I don't understand it. I just don't think, to your point, is in terms of it is clearly a very popular sport amongst the youth. So naturally, everyone's playing it. So let's try and make sure some resources are going to it. I understand that not all the resources can go. It's not Europe, but it's a dominant sport. But I do think it could be done better. And I think we're seeing that from the top now. Obviously we've seen so many clubs in the league come up publicly and be like, financially it's a struggle. Financially it's a struggle. And even this year in the NPL, there's a couple of clubs that have come out and had to change the way the league structure is because it's tough. It's such a shame, man.
Yeah.
Such a shame. But what do you do? Definitely
NPL 3.
NPL 3, mate. On you go.
Sydney Uni, first win of the year. Beat Fraser Park 1-0.
Very surprised with that.
Huge surprise.
Because Fraser Park started so well.
Fraser have, and Fraser were at home as well. So a big shot there. Parramatta, by the way, 9 points in 7 days.
Dara Rayner hat-trick. I told you, start the season, Dara Rayner should be playing. He'll be an NPL1 player before you know it.
They've played 3 games, scored 13 goals and conceded 2 in their past 3 games, which is massive for them. They beat, was it Undefeated Nepean on Saturday just past, or Friday, 3-1. Hawkesbury lost 6-3 to Inner West. Hawks.
A lot of goals, yeah.
Huge amount of goals. And Mounties.
Is that a Hawks derby?
What?
Is that the Hawks derby? What? You don't have that? No?
You're better than that, man.
I mean, I'm not. I'm not better than that. I don't know who told you I was.
Mounties were 2-0 down in the 62nd minute against Dunbar. Mantelmi scored twice, and Rickson Odisho scored the winner. He's an 18-year-old boy who's been at Mounties since under 13s.
Oh well, good on
So
him.
he scored the winner.
How many goals has Paddy scored this year?
4, I think.
Well, not bad. So is Isaac Cunningham currently top scorer in the whole of NPL?
Yes, that is correct. Only Damien Sekenis, Jez and Krizovic.
Oh, Yes is on 4, Klozovic. Interesting. That is quite weird to look at the top scores of NPL 1 and Eurosevsky's not in it.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
So then
Give someone a chance this year.
Who's that in the peen?
Toby, what's?
Ah, you've butchered that 100%.
How the fuck do you say?
I'm not having a stab at that, I don't know.
Scored 6.
To be fair, that is thing. See NPL commentators, see the amount of like the diversity of names you get. So you try to do team sheets must be brutal, man.
There's one that's funny with the Vidakovic.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
What is it, Vidakovic or
Yeah,
something?
something was totally wrong.
Literally.
With the touchdown.
That was the first thing I thought of there. Yeah, so well done to Rickson Odisho. And Granville Rage were 2-0 down against Bonnyrigg.
Did it finish?
And they won 5-2.
Fuck, no way.
Aye.
That must have been quite late. 'Cause I thought I checked.
Has Bono won a game yet?
They won last week.
Oh,
Fucking 5-2. I remember checking that. It was 2-0 to Bonnyrigg and I thought they might be hitting a wee bit of form here.
aye.
I don't know when the goals are scored, but it must have been quite late on.
League Two.
That must be a mess, that club.
I don't know what's happening there, mate. I have no idea what's happening to
You said
Bonnyrigg.
that too happily for my liking.
I was about to say that as well.
Did you get a sip of champagne as well?
They were obviously a
Big club.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Like-
another thing. I think for me, there's obviously every club thinks they're a big club, but there's some clubs in NPL who are actually big support base. We need them clubs thriving for Australian football to be at this level, to be big. You need those clubs doing well. So it brings the fans in, it brings the atmosphere.
Well, like, did you
I don't know
see
what's happening.
Did you see the in Melbourne on the weekend?
No,
It was Melbourne Croatia against the Serbian team, whatever they call themselves, Melbourne Serbia.
yeah.
Yeah, it was they played against each
did they?
other, and they allowed the fans like they
Oh,
had
was
different
it-
entries.
did they?
But the atmosphere was unbelievable, and that's what I was
watch
saying.
that.
Like you know, City United, Bonnyrigg, like you know, imagine that NPL 1. You know, in your loud
Aye.
crowd, you secure, like obviously security
Oh, aye.
stuff, but
Aye.
you know, what an atmosphere!
It'd be
It's good for the
unreal.
league.
Of course it would be.
You know, like seeing that in Melbourne on Friday night, like it looked mad, it looked
Aye.
sick. You know,
Do you think the league
passion.
would let them play it though?
Well, they have to.
I feel like they play it.
Far
aye.
out. Just
The Greek derby.
do it right. You know what I
That's
mean?
it. I agree. Bonnyrigg were 2-1 up at half time. And they scored a 4.
Yeah, I know they're a bit younger this year, the Bonnyrigg boys, but man, it's not great. Who won that game, by the way? Who's the score?
Melbourne Croatia,
Who's the score?
2-0.
That's the team who got relegated last year.
Relegated, yeah.
Are they high up in the league currently?
I'm not sure how they're going. I just saw the result.
Because
But they should be
I
alright.
always see them in Australia Cup last 32.
Yeah,
So they must be alright as well.
yeah.
I'm trying to figure this out again.
And Chaz, just fuck off dribble, man. Honestly. Pish.
I'm just trying to see what the MPL is.
Absolutely pish.
MPL 3. Oh, it's just going to do the exact same thing.
Just got his 24 or so for score.
Yeah, it'll go so for score.
Oh, either way, I'm pretty sure Mounties are back top of the league, aren't they?
Manis?
Mounties are top of the league.
Oh yeah, I'd
'Cause
say
it-
so.
The body
Aye.
should be.
Mounties are top. The P must be second. Will be.
Standings. Nepean are top.
The P are top.
They played one more game than Parramatta and Mounties, who are both joint second.
So if Parramatta and Mounties won a game in hand, do they go ahead?
Parramatta would in terms of the goal difference, and they probably would as well because it's +5 and +6.
Oh, okay. There you go. That'll be interesting, but I still Mounties. So I think first it's just who gets that second spot. I think.
Oh, I think Manis will clean that league up.
Aye, so yeah.
They're
They
just too
have to.
strong. Yeah,
They have
they're too
to.
strong.
What's next, Chico?
Class. So, birthday boy, looking at you going from It's your second year at Sutherland, correct?
So the second, yeah.
Well, you didn't, I don't think you asked him those questions. You only here the last time. Do you want to ask those questions?
Oh, did I not ask you?
Yeah, he was. You're only there. It was me and.
Oh,
Yeah, it was me.
Me and Veg.
But who was I with?
You and Claude's.
Oh, Claude. There you go. Oh, we got a proper guy.
Yeah, it was actually good, yeah.
Bring me back for equality.
We couldn't have 3 shite goalkeepers on the same podcast.
Would have been actually keep it union, bro.
I know now.
You could have just left, bro.
So sitting there, gloves on.
Favourite movie of all time, mate, and what you'd eat when you were watching it?
Fuck. I don't really watch movies, but I think I said it last time. I think Step Brother's always funny.
Well, did we ask you this the last time?
You asked me this last time, yeah.
Oh, there you go, mate. We did ask you. I can't remember it.
Fucking hell, man.
What kind of podcast is this, man?
Can you get more organised or what?
Here's one
We're never organised.
This is a new question for this year. If you could sign one player
Oh, there
at
you go.
Sutherland that you haven't played with previously, who would it be?
You don't have to drop in. Who would you bring into the squad?
Look, I'd think a 9, because I think last year we lacked a 9. This year, obviously,
We pop out and get
Pop like having his ACL, bit of an experience. Look, if you want to go, who knows who's going to score you goals, you'd have to put Euro up there. Even Paddy and Tommy, get him up there. Just something, just it was in the area who get you a goal.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we've missed in the last couple of seasons. So yeah, probably like a Euro. I'll chuck in there.
Jurasevsky?
Not a bad signing.
Yeah, decent signing.
Euro transfer window.
Aye, but can your budget compete with Bankstown City
I
Lions?
don't think we could, mate.
It's a
No,
question.
probably not.
So, looking at your first year, mate, if you look at as a whole, what would you say went wrong? Obviously, the club wouldn't have been happy with where they finished, hence the changes and the kind of revamp this year. But what would you say was I don't say one reason, but what were the factors that kind of caused the season not to go as planned?
Look, I don't think it was based on 1 year. I think it was the club's probably for the last 10 years hasn't been where it's wanted to be.
Yeah.
And obviously probably the culture, the acceptance of maybe just staying up became normal sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that obviously with that culture around and everyone expecting Sutherland not to always compete for things or just happy to finish mid-table if they and that's a good year. So I think it was obviously coming into that, and I'm obviously my background and I'm a winner. That was probably the biggest thing I noticed. It was sort of it was not okay to lose, but it was never never so really. I don't know. I just felt like some of the mentalities were just where was it okay to lose, and I think that's where why probably the club for the last 10 years hadn't fought for trophies and been anywhere near it. So last year I think it was a bit like that, but then obviously this year's pretty much a whole new squad, new coaching staff. Now there's a board.
Coach is a wanker.
The fitness one, yeah, man. Making me do skinnies and that, man.
Still trying to calculate them.
Nah. But it's definitely a better year. I think obviously now, with Trent as well involved in the club, Greg now for the full year, and then obviously with the new coaching staff having their new philosophy, and obviously Perko going off after winning the premiership. It's bringing that in. And yeah, look, it's a whole new squad, and obviously, everyone thinks we're money bags and thinks that we should be now flying in the league. Look, I think we have a good team to be successful. But obviously, look, there's a lot of things that have to happen. It takes time. It's it's a new squad, and obviously adjusting to Perko, and obviously there's the pressures this year. We no one can deny it. There's obviously there's cameras around all the time. With the documentary stuff. Maybe it takes a bit of time for the boys to understand it, and also we have to all take accountability, the way so far the season's come as well. I think we know that we should be better. So there's no excuses. I think there's parts of that, but then we also have to look at ourselves. And I think some of our performances probably haven't been good enough. Or probably hasn't been good enough. I think we're aware of that. We just got to keep working, and I think the club now is in a right direction. They've got good goals and good plans. So we've just got to stick together, believe, work hard, and and good things will happen. I think I definitely think good things will happen. So
You're going to win the league in 3 years?
well, yeah, I believe we can. Yeah, I think we're on a good start. We've got now all the facility, all the infrastructure going. We've got a good squad, got a good coaching staff. So now we just got to keep building off that. And we just got to be strong mentality because obviously look, I think it was at 6 games. I think we've had 4 or 5 red cards against us. Every team's coming in and sort of smashing us, trying to bully us. So I think if we can just keep sticking together and and have that fighting mentality on top of what we have and what we're doing, I think we'll be I think in 3 years definitely we can 100% we can win a premiership.
I like it.
How have you found the cameras and stuff? The training, is it annoying?
Nah, look, for me, I've obviously, having been overseas a bit, A-League, sort of used to the camera kind of stuff. It doesn't really bother me. I just do my job and fuck off. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm looking forward to doing your job.
But yeah, look, maybe for some of the boys that maybe haven't been in that environment, maybe it's a bit like, obviously like, half time before the game, like sometimes you're in your fucking face.
I think that's the only time I genuinely notice them is at half time, because obviously it's a closed environment. But see when it's on the pitch now, I don't really know.
Yeah.
You don't really, because they're picking up loads of wee bits and pieces. It's not about, if you've seen any episodes recently, a lot of stuff's behind the scenes as well.
Yeah.
Like what Trent's doing and how the club's getting rebuilt as opposed to just in the changing rooms.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think that being there at the weekend for the first time,
Oh, aye, that's right. Aye.
I think it's amazing.
Oh, it's
Genuinely, it's so good.
Yeah.
I think when you walk towards, so I parked in the back and then walking down the street and see when you see the building in front of you, it's quite inviting. That way you actually want to go in and to be there. And then obviously facilities, you showed us the gym, like it's
Upstairs,
really,
Riffy's
really
bar's
good.
good at it.
Smells
Yeah,
bar's
yeah.
brilliant,
Riffy's
man.
bar's smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But no, yeah, like it's like you definitely being at the club, you don't want to leave the club.
Yeah.
Like, they look after you, the facilities is top, So I think we just reached now a point where now the boys in return they're giving us everything. And for us it's a privilege to be there because
moving excuses for you.
So we need to now show the favour, the respect that they've given to us out on the pitch, because at the end of the day it's for them too, they've invested this kind of money and obviously bringing in the fans, and that is bringing the money back in, obviously the ticket sales and all that kind of stuff. And that obviously that happens if the results are on the pitch.
By the way, just on that, the bringing in the money, it cost me $8 for an iced coffee.
Because you got to pay
Oh,
for
you
gas.
better
You got to pay for gas's
We're in
wage.
UNSW tracker.
By the way,
Aye,
Why you drink iced
double
coffees?
price for away team.
an ice long black is more expensive than Coogee Beach.
Aye.
You're in
UNSW
the Shire, mate. That's like the fucking
I thought it was
Vaucluse.
going to be $2.
You just student discount. UNSW student discount.
Showed them my card. Nah, it's class, man. It is. It's good, and it's interesting that when Sutherland are doing that, you've got Wolves on the other end of the spectrum that we've obviously spoken about, that are giving the players every excuse.
There's a lot of similarities in terms of region, in terms of like Sutherland's. Obviously St George's not too far away, but Sutherland's got the Shire area sort of thing, and then you've got.
Yeah, but I also like, look, I'm not going to say his name, but the guy that is obviously helping the club, Sutherland, and doing the things that he's doing it because he loves it. He loves the sport. He loves and that's where I feel like, I'm not saying no, like some of the owners don't, but a lot of them are maybe, they do it for their own personal reasons in regards to like egos and whereas he doesn't want, like, that's why I'm not going to mention his name. He doesn't want people to know who he is. He's a very successful guy, but he likes to stay in the background, helps. He does it, everything that he does it for the right reason.
No, but can I also say this on that, right? Again, to piggyback off of that, I was going to training last week or something like that, 4:30 or something, and he walks in, the guy he's talking about, who's a successful guy, 4 o'clock on a Thursday or Wednesday or something like that, and he's carrying one of those cameras, and I'm taking the piss, like, oh, you cameraman now? He's like, aye, we got a phone call, like, oh, we need help, so he drove down with a camera to help the other staff do something, and then about the next session I'm walking down and he's carrying all these boxes. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just trying to help out with this, such and such.
Yeah.
He's doing all like the day-to-day stuff, like leg work, like just purely because he loves.
Him and his missus were in the merchandise shop, like literally cleaning and stacking the shelves.
Yeah.
And like these guys are quite a successful guy. Doesn't need to be
Quite
doing that.
successful, very successful.
Yeah, but see, that's the stuff like, you know, and he's very quiet about it. You know, he doesn't do it because I'm doing this. He just wants to help. He just loves it, and you can see like, you know, he treats us all like such respect. Like, you know, he's just, you know, he's always smiling. He's always, what a guy, man.
He's
Honestly,
a legend. He's a very good guy.
the
And
respect I have for him is crazy. Like, you know,
Mate,
I think that's what, if we can get more people like that in the game, unbelievable.
You'll not get dropped, mate. He's watching. He knows.
I'm not gonna say that. If I get a new contract, please.
It'll be a birthday present for you.
That's my birthday, please.
Even
Bonus.
He says to me at one point as well, it's like if there's anything you can think of how we can improve the club, not just the first team, like the club in general. Any ideas you've got? I'm sure there's other people like in other clubs as well, but Niz is on talking about Sutherland in particular. But that's what you want to see. The other people have to be in the right places of the clubs.
100%.
I mean, if there's someone who's got the resources and the right passion to be in the right places, amazing.
They're the ones that make a
but,
difference.
of course, man, they can make a big difference because they've got the resources to do so. So amazing.
Lewis, I'm coming for you now.
Don't need to.
So obviously you were at Bulls last year,
Yeah.
and you've moved on.
Why did you leave Bulls?
Just time for a new challenge. Just it's a lot of time, right? And
How long were you spending a week? So that's obviously it was
You do
the 20s in the NPL space. Do you know what's the absolute worst, by the way?
What?
See if you get something lost or damaged, especially in business wise, and then you're not insured. It's brutal.
I'd recommend insurers. You can jump online, insurers.com.au, and get a free quote in 30 seconds. Or you can visit the link in the description box below.
yeah, so the 20s and the NPL first grade train together.
Yeah.
So obviously you get there for what time are there for 6 a.m. every day. And obviously it's quite far from me, so it's like 45-50 minutes. Then you're there till about 9:30. And then that's 4 mornings a week. Then you've got obviously 2 matches on a Saturday, plus obviously getting there before and all that. And then you need to look at the games or look at the other teams, set pieces, all that kind of stuff. And then it's just a lot of work to balance, maybe for the money you're getting back, basically.
Yeah.
I thought they were paying you well for it all.
It's just I think it's everything in Australia, right? It's not that much money for coaches in there. It's like we spoke about earlier. The money's not there coming down in clubs to put it back out really for coaches.
It's sometimes a bit of a thankless task, the coaching industry. Like if you think about in other industries, let's say doctor, lawyer, blah, 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 like you can go on and on, engineer. Usually the more you study, the more time you put into it, usually salary will increase with that. Naturally, because that's the way the industry's been set up. But there is really no pathway in coaching for that. It's just almost, because we all know people who are in jobs because of who they know, what they know. Not always, of course, there's some people who have earned the right to get there. But studying more, learning more, being more of a student of the game, having more hours under your belt, doesn't necessarily guarantee anything.
Mate, you get paid more for the lower level you work here. It's backwards. You know what I mean? If you work at a community club, like you can basically get a full-time job because they've got so much going on, right? And so many kids, they're bringing the money in to do that. And then the further up you go in the pyramid, to a certain extent, like you said, the money's going backwards almost. So
is there something downstairs that I'm missing? What's happening there? Must be a goalkeeping session on. I think it's a funny one. I think it was all the time coaching wise. I'm thinking there has come a point where, like the UK, there's maybe a wee bit more opportunities, but I'm only comparing it to the UK because that's where I was from. But I feel like in Australia, it does take a certain mentality or a certain support or a job outside of to support to give you the peace of mind that, do you know what, I can continue to educate myself here and do more. Like you said, there comes a point when you go, it's a lot of time, a lot of dedication, not a lot of money back, no guarantee there'll ever be money coming back. It doesn't matter how much you love something, eventually, if you don't have to pay the bills, there has to be a return.
That's basically where it's come to. Is like, obviously it's my first year not coaching a club, basically.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll go back in, but at the minute, like, I'm just enjoying not being in that grind every day.
So is your academy, that's your full-time job now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
And how many hours do you do to that compared to the bill stuff?
well, it's hard because obviously we have the academy with the kids, but then we run a league as well.
Yeah.
And then we run trips, the tournaments and stuff. So there's a lot of admin. So I'm in and working full time.
Yeah, okay.
But I guess just a bit more freedom to choose
Oh,
when
yeah,
and where you want to work, you know.
Yeah, well, so what's are you ever thinking about going back into clubs?
I definitely think about it, yeah, but just definitely for this season, just
Would you go back into an NPL club outside of like an A-League academy?
yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, I mean, I just like obviously I love football, I love coaching football. I'm not too worried about, you know, I know a few people who've been in the A-League space and say they won't coach an NPL club again because it's like below them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but that's not for me. Like I just, which is mad. Yeah, it's mad, right?
Nah, mate,
I think so.
I think it's mental, mate. Like, my mentality has always been, I've said this for the last 10 years, like, I've never aspired in any way to go to the A-League. Not against the A-League, but to me, you're travelling all over Australia. You're probably not getting a salary to justify being away from your family that long at a time. It's not like you can go and just go, oh, well, do you know what, it's worth it, like the amount of money I'm getting. You're still getting, I mean, probably getting paid all right, but it's not that good. You need to be sure, and then you all of a sudden, oh, by the way, the gaffer's been sacked. That's you going.
yeah.
Oh, ideal.
Cheers, guys.
What do they know? All the other clubs have got coaches. That's you snookered. Oh, good stuff. So,
Like you've been saying in NPL, there's good clubs there as a club, not just a team, right? Like nice atmosphere to be in. Like you said, Sydney United. I mean, I haven't been there, but you can see from the outside that they're a proper club and family together.
there's a lot. There's a lot of clubs outside of NPL one as well that do it as well, and I think that's like all of us have got business or full time jobs, whatever it is, and then you've got the football attachment to that. But it's the thing you look forward to most. Like me anyway, even as a coach, I look forward to training, I look forward to games every week, I buzz for it. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't look forward to it if I didn't enjoy the people that I was going to see. So it's like to Niz's point prior, the people in the club and spirit was the same. Like people are good people, and there's some clubs you go to and it's toxic and you don't enjoy it. Whether it be from losing games or just the wrong people have been hired, that's not enjoyable either. It doesn't matter if it's professional level. The only difference at professional level is you're under contract and you're probably getting a decent dough and you can justify it. Like, you know what? It's became work. Whereas at the NPL level, there's a lot of people going like, I love it. The boys are brilliant. Some laugh and actually get a decent wage at it. Magic. And there's a bit of flexibility there. Like if you've got things on, you don't have to travel all over Australia for it. You can stay local. That's the beauty of the NPL. And you can, like Niz, you've got a goalkeeping academy and you've got a job at Sutherland and you've got other things going on. Chaz, you're the same. When you're at NSW, you've got other thing. You've got that luxury of going pursuing your own thing and having that. I think it's very, very unique, man.
And you got to balance up.
Very
like,
unique.
Obviously, I don't have kids or anything yet, but like if you've got a family, like you need that stability for your family as well, right? And then,
Australia,
so that's where doing your own thing as well as an NPL club like gives you that more secure base.
Aye, no, I think every coach, if any coaches are listening, like they'll all relate to that. Like it's tricky, especially if you're in a job that's not football related. Say you're an accountant, or whatever, you're a policeman, whatever. Maybe that's your escape. You go to football at night time, you're like, football at night, brilliant. But a lot of people I know who are in football, NPL, are also in jobs related to football. Sort of somewhere else, they do an academy or they coach or they do something. And you're like, sometimes you just go, I wish I could just do this full time and not have two things to try and compensate. It's tricky, man. But where the A-League is, there's not enough teams. There's no other divisions. There's not enough full-time environments. Locally, there's not enough teams or divisions. So it's like, you can go to Perth. Or you can go to, it's tricky, man.
What do you think about the A-League clubs playing in the NPL, men's? Do you think they should go have their own thing, or it's better?
I hate it.
Are you imagine the 20s? You talk about the 20s?
Well, just like Sydney FC, Wanderers, Bulls, like did they play in your leagues?
I think look, it's good for the development for Australian football, but as a older player, that's like, I don't look forward to it. Like I like to wake up knowing I'm playing against, the Marconis, the Arpias, the Rockdales, all that kind of.
What is it you don't like about it?
Just because I just know it's always a fight. It's always like, I know a lot of them. Like as the young ones come and example like Wanderers, like they just don't stop running. Like they're chirpy as like fuck. Like they're like literally like smart asses, and I'm like they haven't done anything like to warrant it. Like I don't know. Just like just give me look, they beat me. I can't say shit, but
What I just don't like is like you mentioned at the start, you don't know what team you're playing, right? Because there could be NPL players who are pushed up and it's the 20s playing, or it's the opposite way where A-League players are dropping down and it's them you're playing. And
there's not a lot of players I've spoke to who go, I really like it. Most people don't enjoy it as much. Again, it's tricky. It's not nothing against the lads that are playing for those academies. They're not naked about it. And it seemed to my other point, for them to play a game A-League academy wise, they're travelling all over the shop as well. But I mean, there's also that argument, is that preparing them for what would be the realities of playing in A-League? But then there's finances. How do you fly them there, get the accommodation?
But I also think that these academy teams are just getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
Because obviously the A-League now they're pushing more the 20, 21, 22, 23 year olds, whatever. So now you're finding like, you're playing against like 16, 17 year olds. And I don't know, just... Maybe I have the wrong mentality, but I just don't get excited for it. Like,
I get it.
You know, as I know, like, you know, you play against like Marconi, you know, you're up for a fight. There's going to be tackles. There's going to be aggressive. It's going to be end to end. You know, just like, whereas the kids, it's like, you just know the 90th minute, they're just going to keep running at you.
Yeah, like, I also think that, like, as much as they're preparing for men's football, as you say, some of them are 16, maybe even a bit younger. Like, for you, someone of Nizic's size to come and take a cross and smash wee people, do you not like it? Because it is, it's like they're kids. So it then becomes a wee bit like, I don't know if it would creep into your mentality in terms of you need to be a wee bit more careful.
There's no danger he's thinking that. He's going through it. See, when we can smash that, we get on the
See on that, it's for you, how do you feel the pathway is at a Bulls, for instance, right? Having been there for a period of time, for them to go from the 20s to the first grade playing NPL to the A-League, how is that pathway for them? Is it filled with opportunity? Is the first grade coach watching a lot of what's happening? Like, are they across it in terms of the development of the individuals?
Yeah, look, like, obviously I'm not there anymore, right? So I can't speak for this season. But when we were there, like Mille Stradowski was watching all the time. Yeah, watching training, watching matches. So like, and the assistant coaches, whoever was there at the time. Yeah. So yeah, they were well across anyone. Also, I think the last 2 seasons in a row anyway, they took 4 people on scholarships. Yeah. Which I mean, you probably have 30 to 40 people at the start of the season, you know, in that squad. So, I mean, if you know 4 people, you're not guaranteed to get it. I mean, but for 2 years in a row, 4 people each season, I don't think that's a bad return. Yeah, I wouldn't say Premier League clubs are definitely giving out 4 contracts a year to the youth academy. So yeah, I think it's pretty good.
And do you think that there's a lot of players coming through that are good enough to make that step? Like, if you're looking at them individually, do they have what it takes? Is it getting better coming through?
Yeah, obviously they changed the squad a lot from last year, right? So I don't know a lot of the players, but yeah, like from the players that I know from last year, they're still there. Like, they've definitely got potential, and yeah, can definitely make the next step.
Class.
Just moving on, segues back to goalkeeper chat a second. No, I mentioned this before the show as well, and I mentioned it to you over the weekend. What the fuck is going on with this epidemic of goalkeepers giving the ball away in the 18-yard box? So last week we had the Champions League, had Tottenham keeper twice, I think, obviously mistakes. Chelsea keeper. You had then, I was showing you Motherwell versus Dundee. Motherwell keeper does it. The weekend, Celtic keeper does it. Yeah. There was another one that I'm missing. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a big fan of build up for the back, right? I think that's the best way to play, to build out when it's the right time to do so. But fuck me, sometimes the goalkeepers are making so many passes. You're giving basically a guy who's, without any disrespect to keepers, the least technical player with his feet on the ball, with balls getting pressed.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know what he's on about.
Lads, I've watched you both play, right? I mean, at least getting pressed, like set up to get pressed, and really central of the fucking goal, and giving the ball away, or giving the ball out of panic because maybe forced to, you need to build up, don't go long, and getting foul the ball.
I think that's the biggest problem. That's why Perker, I'll give credit. Like, he obviously wants us to play out, but he's like, if there's any risk, just put him behind.
Aye.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I think that's where I think maybe some of them are like, they've been in their head, play. So then they're playing things that they shouldn't be playing. They're playing under pressure, and they're giving it the ball to someone. I think that they're not going to do anything with it anyway.
That's, I mean, like a centre half who's also probably lowering up technical ability stage, with a guy up his arse, facing his own goal, and he has to try and fucking drop his shoulder, spin somebody. Like, this is mental.
Yeah. But to me, that's instruction, though, right? I don't think there's many goalkeepers that want to play these passes, right? They don't, because ultimately, the further away the ball is from your goal, the least chance of conceding a goal.
That's a really good point.
It's true, but so you're looking at goalkeepers. They don't want to be sitting playing nice football when players are under pressure.
But sometimes goalkeepers do try and make that wee fucking cheeky pass and they're splitting defenders and all that.
But
But
see
that's
when you
because they've been told to do
But
it.
they split defender like
100%.
If you pass the ball to the right back who's unmarked, do you know what? Thread the needle.
100%.
See what you said about instructions. When I was doing my licence, Liam Rosenier, or however you say his name, Chelsea manager, he was taking us for one of the things, and he was showing, like, I think it was at Derby or whatever at the time, and it was Coventry or Derby, one of the two. But he said, like, his keeper's decision making's not in his hands. He says he has to play his way, because if he's going to feel basically that it's on him and his way. So and then the keeper saying to me, yeah, but there's a high risk of me. I think it was actually about stepping up higher and being a third centre back as such. Yeah. He's like I'm really exposed to getting chipped, and he's like, yeah, but that's on me, it's not on you. And I mean, fucking knows a lot more than me, right? But I still feel like the pressure outside's or the blame's going to get put on the goalkeeper and not on the manager, even though it's the manager telling him to do that.
I just feel like in the day, people are moving on from the fact of what's our job.
That's it.
Apart from going the back of fucking net.
I agree with you 100%.
You know what I mean? Whereas now it's like you say, like now they want us to play the third centre back, like pretty much how high.
Yeah.
You know, obviously playing out, they want us to play out. And I get it. The game's evolving into that. There's also, they've got to understand that.
What's your job?
Yeah, what's the job? You know what I mean? Like if it's on. If not, in behind. Because half the time you give it to them under pressure and they kick it behind anyway. So you might as well just do the fucking job.
Yeah.
Just kick it in behind. And then not kick it, just stupidly kick it.
Of course.
They hit it in the right areas where everyone can get up, they get compact, and then you go and win the second ball up there, you know? But yeah.
Even I spoke to you about this during the week in terms of goal kicks now, right? So the goalkeeper's taking, sometimes the centre back passes the ball to the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Even if the goalkeeper gives it to the centre back, you end up kicking the ball long under pressure.
Yeah.
So why not just take the goal kick and put the ball in that area and let everyone go when there's no pressure? But again, it's coaches that are, I suppose, like people have said that Pep changed the game, but it's become this thing now where goalkeepers are wanted to be able to play all these passes, but ultimately the risk is often far too high.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Someone like Pep can, because he's got the best fucking players in the world.
Yeah.
So you can give him a ball with 3 players around him, he'll fucking deal with it.
100%.
But you got to remember, like, we're talking about the NPL space right now. Like, we're in the NPL for a fucking reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, so I don't think that we can now play like fucking Manchester City, because
100%, I agree.
we're not good like that. We're fucking shit compared to that. Yeah. So play to what our strengths are in this league.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not fucking playing 1-2s with the goalkeepers and shit around strikers. Like, just long ball, mate.
Nah, as I say, I still don't think you should just, like, size of the spectrum. You can't go. I wouldn't be like, don't pass the keeper, we just need to go long. It's a case of, like, can we get the ball? To me, it'd be more, how do we get the best players on the ball quickly? Usually they're 60s, that's why they're playing in that position. Same conversation happened with centre halves. Centre halves have, like, was it Dunk from Brighton last year had the most passes in the game? Not to say he can't pass a ball 10-15 yards, but do you really want him having the most passes in your team? You want to have your 6 or your 8 or whatever playing most of those passes, because they'll usually make dangerous passes. I think there's 2 men. Usually it's just goalkeeper, the 2 centre halves.
Yep, most touches of the
do me rondos, which is great, because you might get when you get the argument will be behind when that works, we're probably in. That's great.
Yeah.
But I've just watched in the last 7 days, honestly, and I've missed a few. My missus was cooking, and I'm like, oh my god! And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, what's happening here? She has no idea what I'm watching. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? The goalkeeper's just passed the ball to the striker, or the striker.
You were so animated telling me.
Because I was watching the highlights one after the other, and every game had it in a row. And I'm like, what is going on here?
But it's instruction. Like, goalkeepers can be comfortable with the ball at their feet, but they don't want to take risks, because, as you say, regardless of what they are told by the coach might come out and say, I told them to do this, but the goalkeeper's still the one that looks like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's still him that's going to get slaughtered for conceding the goal.
Yeah.
So goalkeepers wouldn't be taking risks the way they are if it wasn't what they've been asked to do. And again, to me, it's a strength of a goalkeeper in terms of that mindset, being able to follow instructions, because you'll notice at points they're not comfortable giving the pass, but they're playing the pass because they know That's what I've been told to do.
So in an ideal world, you used to just rather get the ball back and lump it.
no, if it's on, it's on. As you say,
Yeah.
like
That's what I'm saying. So that's to my point. But
But I think it's just looking at the ball in advance. Like when you receive the ball, you can see he's on. But what's he got? So you can give it to him.
next?
But what's next for him? If he's got pressure, or you can see he's got no other option. Then what's the point of giving it? Because he's going to give it back to me under pressure, or he's going to end up knocking it, or he's going to lose it.
I know I talk a lot of shit, by the way. But if there's one thing to believe is on is where to get the best Savlaki.
where would that be?
Savlaki boys in Marriottville, next level.
To be fair, I've been there. Savlaki boys have put together a champagne pack. In the champagne pack, you get souvlaki, lamb souvlaki, chicken ribs, pita breads, halloumi, dip, and it all comes in a nice wee souvlaki boys cooler bag.
So just ask for a champagne pack when you go to Savlaki boys in Marriottville.
That's where I think we play one or two steps ahead.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
as we receive it, we know where we're going to go, but we're going to also see, has he got an option? If he's not got an option, if you're going to give it to him under pressure, there's no point. I think that's that difference between, like look to play, but then also be 2-3 steps ahead. If not, in behind in the right areas, everyone squeezes up. Or like you say, you can now, with how the people play in the formations, you can hit the little diags into the fullbacks, those little things, like not just lumping it. And
Oh, I know. I mean, that's also a bit like,
Yeah.
I think that's also so flip it from away from goalkeepers to coaches. I do think there's a massive fear for coaches to be labelled as long ball team, which is mental because you can look at plenty of goals. Oh, look at the Real Madrid goal against Man City the weekend. Like during the week, sorry. Courtois goes long, right to the channel, Valverde one touch, and you go because he's man for man, and he's away and he scored the goal. To your point, it's just a long pass as opposed to a long ball. It's completely different from just lumping it long. But I think coaches are fearful of being, you're a long ball team. Fuck, I'm not a long, like panic, like.
Because I think what you said is, to me, the pass that fullbacks always get is such a shite pass. See, when the centre back or the goalkeeper plays it to the fullback, when the winger's pressing the fullback, like what do you expect them to do with that?
Yeah.
And as you say, it's knowing what's going to happen next. Do they have an option to play? Because sometimes the ball into the centre is the best ball because you see the central midfielder coming in, you play it, he goes one touch full back, the striker or the winger's out the game, and the full backs get acres. So sometimes it is on to play those passes into the centre, but again, it's giving the goalkeeper the autonomy to make the decisions for themselves as opposed to being like, this is what I want you to do when you get the football.
Yeah.
So I know, it's a tricky one. I see your point as a goalkeeper. I also I still see goalkeepers make bad passes in terms of, and I've seen they're probably the least technical player with a ball at their feet and passing the ball to potentially like the wrong foot or to one side in an area that shouldn't be. It's on, okay, but you've still made an absolute arse of that pass.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if that's the way football, that's just football now. If you want to be a goalkeeper, you still have to be half decent with your feet. There's still really slack passes in that area, but I think it's because they're getting too many passes. So if you play 100 passes in a game as a goalkeeper, a few of them are going to be shite, naturally. Like, just outfield players are going to be shite. And to me, I think it's just becoming suicide.
I agree.
It blows my mind.
I think we looked at it last year, right? And I think the example we used all the time last year was Central Coast. Because of the amount of passes they played into stupid areas with people under pressure, and they just happened to concede goals. Maybe you'd say a goal every other week through playing out, but they just kept trying to do it. And it's the players aren't choosing to keep doing this thing.
Yeah.
This is how we want you to play. Because players can be obviously quite not have a lot between the ears at points, right? But see when they concede 4 goals through doing the same thing, even silly players are going to be like, I'm not doing that again, unless they're told differently.
Do you think? I think goalkeepers in standard in general, not about NPL in general, I do think there's been a drop in standard. I noticed way more, and that's talk about handling stuff.
I agree.
Punching way more stuff, way more mistakes. Is that because there's more of a gravitation towards now? You need to be the best at both, as opposed to my full focus is saving this fucking ball.
100%. I think that I spoke to you about a goalkeeper that was in a professional environment overseas, and a lot of their sessions were just on distribution. That's it. They'd go in and they'd just be, today we're going to work on hitting these passes, as opposed to like when I was young, you went in the goal and all you did was catch the football.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to do kicking, you stayed back at the end, and then you did whatever distribution you wanted to do. But while you were on the training pitch, it was just all handling. And but to your point, I think that footballs move a hell of a lot more now than they used to. In terms of
footballs
when,
move. I do.
when
Aye.
people strike them. So I think that's got a lot to do with goalkeepers being safe and not catching as much,
Yeah. Okay.
and try to put it into good areas, because if you make the decision to catch and it doesn't come off, it spills in a terrible place. Whereas if you decide early, I'm going to put the ball here, you're in control of where it's going.
Yeah.
But I do think I agree with you in terms of the standard. The standard isn't as good as it was, but I do think it's because there's been a shift in terms of the demands of a goalkeeper, and there's a lot more.
I think we just got to go back to the basic of stop it from going back of the net. Like I think there's a lot of textbook now, like this technique, this way. And don't get me wrong, that's the basis of a goalkeeper. But man, like, some of my kids that I coach, like, they make a parry and it goes out to a good area, like goes out wide, like no one can score out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I should have caught it.
Yeah.
I'm like, mate, relax.
No.
I said, what are you doing? Because that's a good save. Yep. You made the decision, you put it out wide.
Aye.
Can they score out there? No, that's your job done.
Aye.
You don't have to worry about having the perfect technique, catch it. I said, for me, like, look at Donnarumma. There's a lot of things he can catch.
Yeah.
If you watch his video trainings like with City training, the videos, like, he parries everything that's right next to him, just parries, but he always parries it in the right area, and he's one of the best keepers in the world.
Yeah.
Aye, did you see?
Whereas I feel like-
what was your comments on? Or your thoughts? Did you see his goal against Man? Did you see Man City Madrid highlights?
I haven't watched any of it, no.
Well, I said to Chad, did you see it?
No.
So the goal I was talking about, Courtois goes long, Valverde takes a touch. If you can get up, show Nizic interest in his point. Valverde it's a fucking great goal, to be fair. Valverde takes his touch inside from the touchline, drives inside. Donnarumma runs out, still in his box. Valverde's touch is fairly heavy, but intentionally so he can run onto it. They get a sort of similar times. Valverde knocks it round him. As the ball goes round to Donnarumma, he's up like this. The ball comes to here, and he pulls his hand in, and Valverde runs on the other side and taps it into net.
I did actually see a clip of this on Instagram. No,
Was he out of
What the?
No, it's quite bizarre.
Very bizarre decision to do it. I have no idea. I mean, Joe Hart apparently was talking about it, saying he reckons at the speed he was going out, he felt that maybe he'd have slid out the box. But he's well in it. He's well. We go here from we're just watching the Real Madrid Man City clip here. That's a touch.
Watch this.
So he pulls his hand away. You'll see one of the angles will come up in a second. Did you see? I think it's the third replay. I mean, that's some ball for Courtois.
Yeah,
It's a great
yeah,
first
yeah.
touch as well.
What a goal, man.
But watch his hand.
You'll see it. It's not this one. I think it's the last replay. His hand's fucking.
Oh,
Didn't he show you?
not another replay.
That's so fucking noise. But that was you won't be able to see it, Chaz. It was the third replay that you
It's
see.
this though. Look here. Watch his hand. See the
Yeah,
way
he
pull
pulls
up?
out, yeah.
He actually gets his hands there.
His hand's
and he-
behind the football.
Yeah.
and he pulls it in. And he's well. I don't know. It's bizarre.
That is bizarre.
That's the one I can think of. He must have thought it was going to the box. But
But no, I agree with you in terms of, for me, goalkeepers just need to make a decision. See if your decision is to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
If your decision is, I'm going to put it in this area, just do it. It's fine, because ultimately your job is to keep the ball out the goal.
Yeah.
If you can do that and let your team get back in, and then everyone deals with a cross into the box together, brilliant.
who's the best goalkeeper in NPL? You don't have to say remove yourself from the equation. Who's the best goalkeeper in NPL? Imagine Niz doesn't play.
Best goalkeeper in NPL. I think it's Gus Hoofslot.
Is he still playing?
They've been injured for a while. We've played the last 2 games for Sydney FC.
But I don't know. He's a mixed season, no?
I think Gus is very good.
But does he start every single time?
We started the last
He's only
3
played one
games.
game this season. Last
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah,
He was good last year at the fit him.
I think I'd say Gus. But I mean, I don't think there's much between them. Like,
But between them all,
no, that's a very blanket statement. But in terms of like,
I think the
the
difference
ones at
is
the top.
I think the difference is between I think that we're all good goalkeepers in the league. I think the league's got great goalkeepers. But I think the difference is just that what's the word? Consistent.
Consistency. I agree.
Consistent. They're going to give you a 6 or 7 out of 10 every game minimum. I think there's keepers look we're like, we're all learning the trade. Like, maybe not so much me. I'm like a bit older now, but they're now getting into that environment and they're making maybe a little bit those mistakes.
I agree.
Whereas I think a good goalkeeper is just someone that's just in the background, consistent.
don't need to talk about them.
Yes.
that's
Knows that
referee.
he's just always gonna. Yeah. I think that's.
Because I do think that like Tristan is, from the games he's played this season, I think that the biggest compliment I can give Tristan is you would never know that the Wolves game was his first game in over a year.
Mm-hmm.
He just went in and it was seamless, and he's
Yeah.
done what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And he's conceded goals that he couldn't really have done
Mhm.
too much
Aye.
about, but he's made saves, and we don't need to speak about.
So let's imagine you're out for the season, you go on a big massive holiday, and Perko says, right, well, you can sign any NPL goalkeeper to replace you. Obviously, let's say James, our 20s keeper or Resi keeper isn't available. Who would you replace you with for Sutherland this season?
Oh, look, I'd bring Veteran in.
Oh, friends.
But if I couldn't bring Veteran in, I think someone like maybe like a Soros. I think he's coming to
Yeah, he's good keeper.
that part of his career now where he's being more consistent. I think, you know, it obviously shows he hasn't conceded a goal yet, and he's been very important in keeping those clean sheets. So yeah, I'd probably go Soros. Yeah.
And Chaz,
My
you're talking
opinion.
about this earlier on. Who's the shitest keeper? No joke.
He retired.
Who Veteran? Is that what you're saying?
You were nice to him in one sentence, and the very next you've got him,
That's what he
man.
just said. He just retired. I was like, he was-
That was good, man. Right, boys, predictions.
Predictions. Yep, let's go. What did we have to go last week?
Not too bad, actually.
Aye.
Yeah, Lewis in here.
7, 8, 7, 8, 6.
Aye. So you get 6, Gary. Ali gets 7. Luke get 8. I get 7, and you get 6.
We tallied all these up, man. For guess.
No,
So what is it? It's just 1 point if you get it right.
Correct.
One right, one wrong. Aye.
Has anyone ever gotten 13 out of 13?
12, nah.
Gary get 11
I
ones.
got 11 ones, but if you get 12, you get
A case of shampoo.
piece of shampoo. If you get but it's never happened. It's never happened. So we'll see.
Right, so we'll start St George versus Marconi. I'll go
Switch St George.
Marconi FC.
Oh,
Top of the
that's-
league, top of
yeah.
the league, or second top of the league.
I
What
say
you doing? I
Marconi.
didn't see it. What you doing?
Oh no, sorry, I thought it was me for a second.
Scumbag.
Or just say away anyway. So
I'm
I'm going to go Marconi.
gonna go draw.
Shite
No,
bag.
no. Clean sheet central.
I'll go St George.
Mix it up.
SD Raiders versus Manly.
I'm gonna go SD. Get the first win. Surely they get a win soon enough.
I'm gonna go draw.
Yeah, I'm going draw.
I'll go Manly.
Man, they've been alright. That should be fair.
Yeah, I've been good. They've only got 5 points, but I think that the games.
They've been in all the games, aye.
Aye. Spirit versus Rockdale.
Good game, that.
Going Rockdale.
I need to go Spirit. Can I go against them?
You can tell the truth, man.
I thought they look alright to me. They're good.
I'm going to go draw.
And then Sydney United versus Blacktown.
United.
United.
Draw.
On to NPL 2, Rowdomere at home to Central Coast Mariners.
Rowdymere.
Yeah, right on me.
Draw.
You'll have a draw.
What draws this week?
Western City Rangers versus Bulls.
Western City.
Western City.
Yeah, Western Sydney.
I'll go Bills.
Jets at home to Spartans. It's a big game, this one.
Jets.
I'm going my boy James Demetrio.
I'm going away as well. I think Spartans will win.
Spartans for me, aye. Ian Kyra hat trick.
And then Berries at home to Hurstville Zagreb.
Also Zagreb.
I'll go Zagreb as well, aye.
They got a good squad, man.
Aye, they have, aye.
Yeah.
They're there.
I'll go Berries.
Games. Decent.
And then NPL 3 Mounties at home to Nepean Friday night.
That's
Mounties.
top of the table clash, yeah?
Yeah,
Mounties.
Mounties.
Yeah, I'll go Mounties.
me too. Bonnyrigg get home to Hawkesbury.
I'll go away.
Yeah, I think Hawkesbury.
Bonnie
I literally goes Za home. Bonnie straight away, man.
Bonnyrigg for me.
Bonnyrigg, Gary.
Why is that?
I'll go Hawkesbury.
Dunbar at home to Granville Rage.
Draw.
I'm saying Gravel Rage for me.
I would draw.
Yeah, I'll go Rage as well.
Vante Tomic. You're saying
Yep.
Rage. And then Central Coast United versus South Coast Flame.
That's a derby, yeah?
Home.
I'll go Flame.
Yeah, go South Coast. Yeah.
How far is it from South Coast to Central Coast?
So I was thinking about that, but good 2 hours.
2.5
I don't know.
hours?
I don't know.
No, it'd be more, I reckon.
It's got a distant derby in it. That's
The
what it's called.
distant derby.
I reckon it's closer to 3.
I also need to say, forgot to mention for Happy Mother's Day, or the mums right in the UK.
In the UK,
High
aye.
class. Why is Mother's Day different from UK than here?
I don't know, man. But it's actually quite annoying because obviously here it's quite well advertised, so you know when it's going to happen. But then I found out the day before that Mother's Day was on Sunday in the UK, and obviously by then it's too late to send a card or send it. So you
Well,
just
why
need-
would Australia need to let you know?
What?
Why would Australia need to let you know?
What?
Why would it?
Why would Australia need to let you know?
I've no idea. But
So
I
nothing to
don't
do
know why
with
it's
us?
different though. Surely they just have one Mother's Day, a universal Mother's Day.
Class, but Moz are the best, aren't they?
Moz are the best.
Moz
They are the best.
Moz are next level.
Yeah.
Next level.
I was going to ask, what does your mum watch in the podcast?
Just having a wee look.
My mum watches the podcast every week. Did I say this off air?
I said it off here.
Aye, so my mum watches the podcast. She tells me today, she's like, I watch it every week. I'm like, what, you watch every week? And she's like, aye. She's like, but I don't know what those boys are saying. I'm like, what boys? She's like, the boys on the couch, I don't know what they're saying. I'm like, oh, aye, they're talking about NPL football, I didn't expect you. I was like, so what, do you watch the full thing? She's like, yeah, I watch it all. What do you do? She's, I just look about. I'm like, and I'm like, what do you mean you look about? I just look at the background and the drinks and what shoes
What
Chaz has got on, what shoes you've got on, and the boys, the wee women in their coffee cup. And I looked at the Champagne stuff and all that. So I'm like, for 2 hours? She's like, I just look at it.
Mum's all
I'm
the
like,
best, man.
Just watched it because it's her son on. Amazing,
I know,
man.
they're the
Legends.
best.
But anyway, happy Mother's Day, mammy. There you go.
Happy Mother's
Sorted.
Day, Mum.
Class. Well, lads, thanks for coming on at short notice. Appreciate it. Not the best for engagement, mate. Hope it goes well.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.
Yeah, good exercise, man. Yeah. Thanks for having us. What was that guy's name you said? The gaffer was the